gonna screen share with you real soon.
Yeah. All right.
As a matter of fact, screen sharing right now. All right. So first, we're gonna get the thing going. There we go. All right. Now to access. Okay. Last but not least, I need to grab my phone so I can get the chat out. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Hey, mother, where's my phone? Oh, okay. I am back.
All right. Okay. Let's see this presentation. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So how many slides did you actually do?
I didn't count, but there's quite a few. Hello, everybody. Hello, Catnap. Hello, the digital dog. We're gonna start things off. Okay, so FNaF
Wait,
Help
let me pull up
Wanted
your
2.
stream.
FNaF Help Wanted 2 lore breakdown stream. This is where we are going to be talking about the newest installment of the franchise, FNaF Help Wanted 2. We're going to be talking about the most important parts of the game. We're going to be breaking down what exactly is going on, and we're actually going to watch a theory video from Game Theory and IDS Fantasy. So this is kind of going to be this is going to be a rewatch review, and then we're going to watch. Actually, instead of watching my video, I'm just gonna explain my thought process on why I think my theory is accurate. Okay, so let me see here.
Okay.
Alright, so, sorry Loozle, FNaF Help Wanted 2 breakdown, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. What do you think about this game overall? Let's talk about overall reviews.
Okay, yes, like since you actually played it, yeah, so I think you should go first. I'll go after.
Alright, is my stream on YouTube, like, is my mic able to be heard? Let me see,
I'll check.
I want to make sure,
yeah.
I want to make sure that's her. Okay.
You're good.
Okay. I love this game. I freaking love this game, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I love this game. Shoot, the community post. Of course, the community post.
Yeah.
Here we go, community post.
Oh, this, yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, no. Alright. But yeah, I love this game. Honestly, this game might go in my top 5 or 3 because of how much I genuinely enjoyed this experience. This was like, I can't say whether or not it's better than the first one. Do you like this more than the first one?
Yes, like, yes, like as far as the base game goes, yes, like I like this better than the base game. Yeah, but like, like at least for me, Curse of Dreadbear is still,
Curse
like,
of Dreadbear
that's
is still up
best
there.
game for me. Yeah, but like this is like a close second. Then, so,
Yeah.
this is a very close second.
You did put it second place. That's fair. Where did you put Ruin? Did you put it Ruin as in 3rd or 4th?
Ruin was like 5th, I think it was. Not exactly sure.
Oh, all right.
I'll check just to be sure. It was probably somewhere around that. Also, one thing, hold on, I just noticed. So like in this image, right? So, so it's written Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, but in Freddy's, where's the apostrophe? It's just gone.
I mean, there's that's just common. That's just common. It's just no apostrophe. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. What? You've never heard of Freddy's Fazbear? Like, come on now. Help Wanted 2, 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Perfectly understandable. Like, dude, like, freaking. When I first played all these different individual minigames, I was having an insane time. It was so fun. It was so fun to experience. There were some minigames that were a drag, like food prep and Fizzy Faz, but I was still able to be entertained enough to keep playing, that's the thing.
Also, by the way, one thing. Yeah, so on my list, so Ruin was actually 7th.
Oh!
That did some physical damage, I know.
Yeah, I know, dude. Ruin's in my top 5 or 3 too.
It's good. It's
Ruin.
it's a good game. Yeah,
Like,
it's good. There
like,
are just better ones as well. So,
despite the Mimic being a retcon, he's legit one of the coolest characters to come out of this franchise. Like, the Mimic is awesome.
Yeah.
I love him. Not just as a meme, but as like I don't like him for the meme reasons. I like him for the insane and twisted lore he has. Yeah, there's not much
the
of
fact
a.
that it's 7th. So the fact that like it's a good game. But like it's also 7th. So it just shows how many good games this franchise has. That's the point. Yeah.
We are now officially in Five Nights at Freddy's 10. Can we consider this to be FNaF 10? Because Help Wanted.
Yeah, it is FNaF 10.
Help Wanted in the code was like FNaF 8 or like FNaF 7.
Yeah, the security breach was FNaF 9.
Yeah. Wait a minute. If Pizzeria Simulator was FNaF 6 and Help Wanted takes place after that, then what's the game also before Security Breach? If Security Breach is FNaF 9, is Ultimate Custom Night FNaF 7?
Yeah, Ultimate Custom Night is FNaF 7. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, hold on. So technically, you can consider FNaF 7 as Ultimate Custom Night. Like FNaF AR.
Nah, FNaF AR is FNaF 7, bro. There's some lore in the emails that makes it a canonical entry, but let's be honest, both Illumix and Scott abandoned that game.
Yeah.
Which sucks because
It's a shame.
I actually loved all the skins that were coming out. I actually really liked them all.
It had so much potential. It's such a shame.
There's so much creativity thrown into it. Now Funko is kind of doing that because they made their own holiday designs of the characters.
Yeah.
I feel like those would have been AR skins if Help AR kept doing its own thing. I think the best thing that game ever did was prove that Markiplier is a canonical character now.
Yeah, true.
All right.
I think it's time that we get on with the presentation.
Good call. But 10 games at Freddy's. Yeah, pretty accurate, Digital Dog. Okay, but like, by the way, did you know that guess who just got entered into the public domain?
Wait, Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse, yeah. And guess what happened? Now that he's in public domain, they literally, Mickey Mouse mascot horror game has just been announced, and it actually doesn't look that bad. Did you see the trailer? Infestation 88. Also, when I introduced this to James, and he got into the Discord server and found out the name's getting changed to Infestation Origins, and community's being really toxic and all that, so I stay clear from that. But like, it actually looks good. I'm gonna be drawing this new Mickey Mouse design, making a short about it. Then I'm actually gonna be making a video. I'm writing a script about it tonight. Cause your boy need them clicks. Your boy need them clicks right now. He's kind of dry. All right, but here we go.
Yeah.
So those were my thoughts on Help 1 and 2. I think it had some of the best plot twists that were very subtle. I think it had some of the best level designs, some of the best character appearances, and all of that. But like, Cellular, what do you think?
So since I haven't actually played it myself, I don't know if I can really say much. So I can't wait to play it. So when they release the flat mode version in spring. So I have seen most of this game. So as far as visuals goes, it's way better than the first game. It's not even close. I think it could have done. I think it could have done. A little bit better in terms of the horror aspect. Because at most there's like 1 or 2 levels which are like kind of scary. But the other ones not so much. Besides that, overall it's a pretty good game. From what I've seen, I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10. From what I've seen.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, I think it's really cool. But yeah, we do have some crucial levels missing from the slides, but we're just gonna work with what we have. I think I've put together a project that looks pretty complete. So first off, let's go. All right, first point to make out. As soon as the game starts, we see the introduction video from FNaF 6 all the way to here, proposing that we're an employee. And we're here with the game starts, with us in the theater, watching an employee interpretation from FNaF 6. Then we are immediately brought to the FNaF 6 location. We collect coins and interact with the computers to access the different levels, but something is blocking our access. Something familiar. Glitch Trap is back, baby! He's back! Again!
Yeah. Yep.
Like, as soon as I saw this, I lost my shit because, like, Steelwool really doesn't know what to do with these. Steelwool doesn't even know what to do with Afton anymore, huh? They really don't know. Because they brought him back in Security Breach. People threw fits online. And then they made the Mimic. And like, oh, Afton's pretty much gone now. But then they brought him back again in this game. Despite it it takes place after Security Breach. So he isn't dead. He's still around. Which, you know... This is something I kind of discussed with Solar on an earlier point, where, like, okay, if there's purple in a FNaF game, I think William Afton is still around. if I see the
That's
color
like saying
purple...
if there's green grass, then it's Charlie. That's like saying if there's green it's Charlie.
But, you know, it's... that's another point. That's another point.
It's one of the two.
That's another point. That's another point. There are Nightmarion plushies, like, everywhere in this game nowadays. There's Security Breaches, Ruin,
Yeah,
Help
what's
1 and
up
2.
with those?
I don't know! They do
Are they just doing it
some.
for the memes, or do they have actual purpose?
I think that they do have actual purpose, but they won't be revealed yet. And also, like, plush babies, they won't stop coming back after their debut in Help Wanted. They show up in everything now. They show up everywhere.
Those are for the memes.
They show up in Help Wanted, they show up in Security Breach, they show up in Ruin. But here's the thing, though. There are actual plush babies alive in the FNaF universe, because in Ruin, you go into the closet, they're there, you turn around, they're gone. So we have living plush babies in the real world of FNaF. And we know it's real world, because you take off the Vanny mask and they're still there.
One thing though, so what if it's just a hallucination in the real world? Like, because so like it's also an AR mask at the same time.
Bruh!
Like, because of the transporter implant. Yes, like you could be seeing that. As if like it's actually there when it's not.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. If the mask, I believe that whatever you see with the mask off is what you're seeing in the real world. That's my interpretation of it. But like, what were your thoughts when you first saw someone play this and you saw Glitch Trap again? What were your thoughts?
It was so Glitch Trap. Yeah, so I have a bit of a complicated relationship. With Glitch Trap. Yeah, on the one hand it's cool. Yeah, but on the other hand, so like we still don't know. If like Afton is involved. Yeah, so like that's like the really frustrating part. Yes, like is it Afton? Is it not Afton? Yeah, so like that's really, so like when I saw Glitch Trap again, so I was like, oh no, do we have to begin all the debates again? But like whether he's truly back or not. Yeah, so that was pretty much like my main concern.
I personally don't care if it's actually William or the Mimic AI, because in the end of the day, they're both just William. They're both basically William.
Yeah.
I just don't question it anymore, especially with the I always come back, let me out thing, and like the original game. I don't know. I'm just not gonna care about that part of the debate. I mean, I can imagine some people raging at the fact that he's back, but in my opinion, I don't care how many times he's brought back. He just needs to be written good. And was he written good in Security Breach?
Exactly.
No! Was he written good in Security Breach? No!
They fumbled hard.
Massively. Thanks a lot for that one, Steelwool. Yo, sup up in the norm. It's Mimic 1 and Afton confused. Yeah, that could also be a thing.
I've seen that theory.
It's just both of them.
Yeah,
seen that theory. It's just freaking both of them at the same time with, game theory.
It could work.
Game theory could be proposing that.
ID actually, yes, like ID's fan is like I was talking with her one day. Yes, like 'cause she actually convinced me of the theory once. Yeah, but now I'm not too sure. Yes, like after I wanted to, I'm not too sure anymore. If it's actually like the whole fusion thing, it could still work, but yeah, like now I'm not as convinced as I was.
All right, next one then.
Yeah.
The mini games are in no order, but here we go. We got
Yeah.
Roxy makeup. I want to talk about this one initially because oh my gosh, I could not, in good faith, show off the screenshots. If you go to Steam, you go to the community hub in the Steam page for this game, and 75%, half of all the posts are just Roxy screenshots.
I know.
Y'all,
I've seen it.
y'all are down bad. Y'all are down horrendous. Because as soon as I opened up the Steam tab and the community tab, I was like, my expression was like that one Miles image. Like, oh, that's a copy of another meme image. Like, I was just scrolling down and oh my gosh, y'all are.
Doggo's meme review. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but there's worse. There's people like, there's people holding her thighs. There's people pulling her tail. There's, oh gosh.
Moving on. Moving on.
Y'all are down
We
bad.
don't need to talk about this.
Michael,
We
don't
need to
leave
talk
me
about
here.
this.
Michael, don't
Moving
leave me
on.
here. Yeah, I don't want. I don't want to talk about it too much either. But at the same time, oh my gosh. Oh, if you go to the tab, more than half of it, of the initial part is just gonna be Roxy. She's overtaken this game. By the way, there's this screenshot of her giving the heart symbol. I did not see that in the actual game.
Oh.
Hello, Duncan. Back again. But yeah, I never saw her doing this pose in the actual game, where she's doing the heart symbol with her hands.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Was that in the actual game? I didn't see it.
I don't think so. I haven't seen it either, actually. I don't think it was.
Either
I
it
haven't seen
was
it either.
either it was scrapped or just for promotional material. I think there's some simps
Yeah.
for Roxy and Steelwall. Facts. You know what? We might make a theory at some point where there are some Roxy simps at Steelwall Studios. We could just say that. Very accurate. And then there's the harder difficulty, which showed like Roxy like completely messed up after the incident. Roxy needs a makeover for her stage performance, and then for hard mode, Roxy wants to look good because she's ugly as shit. There we go.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I found really interesting in this mode is that at the very end, she's like, give me my mask. Just put my mask back on. And then we do. So, like, hold on. Is that actually just a mask in Ruin that, like, it's like an adapter for where you can use the thing? Because I remember people debating about why Roxy's endoskeleton looks completely different than the shattered one.
Yeah.
So, like, Steelwolf freaking... I feel like that's another retcon. I don't know.
I mean...
Did Steelwool see the feedback and they were like, okay, we need to make this a mask. We need to make this somehow make sense. I think this is just another retcon. So I think that's funny.
Okay, so like the interesting part, right? Even besides the whole like face thing, right? Even besides that, is like Ruined Roxy compared to when you compare Ruined Roxy, like Shattered Roxy, other parts of the endo is also different. Yes, like how are they explaining that exactly? That's also like the other weird part.
I think Roxy is alright. I don't simp for a freaking robot. That's the mindset you should go with. Thank you. I don't always share that mindset, but I do most of the time. All right. But yeah. But like okay. But like, do you think it's actually just a mask in Ruin, or do you think it's the actual endoskeleton?
I think it's just a mask.
I
think it's just a mask, honestly.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting because like I never took that context before until this game came out. Like it being just a mask, because it genuinely looks like part of her endo. But then if you look through the mouth, you can see the actual endo mouth. So like, was that always there? I don't know. I feel like this is
it's like retroactively explaining it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
freaking hate when I just want to see some cool doors art, then I burn when I look at images. Yeah, if you go to Steam, go to the community hub, go to screenshots right now, you're gonna see almost nothing but Roxanne.
Don't do it.
But
Don't do it.
I do believe this is a retcon though, because Steel Wool are like really bad at managing a game in terms of like when people complain, they just immediately shift their ship to a different direction. I'm not a fan.
It's like retroactively, so they're like retroactively trying to fit in like an explanation for it. Yeah, so like, I can see why you would think that, yeah.
Because Steel Wool is just a bad company. Because, like, I did not like these guys at all ever when Security Breach came out. Because, like, it's their fault that Security Breach was a bad game. It was never Scott's. Scott wrote the main story, but he never, like, was a big part in development. Steel Wool did all this.
There was also, like, communication problems with
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that was the other big problem.
They set to release for 2020 when they released a teaser for 2020 when they teased the game when it just started development.
There was no way they were gonna finish it in 2020. That would have been impossible.
That would have been impossible. Steel Wool, you are not Steel Wool. You are not Scott Cawthon, okay? You are not him. You do not do the impossible. Freaking, yeah, it was awful because...
It's not even that. The games are just way bigger now. Yes, like, they just need more time to cook.
No, Steel Wool just put too much in the basket. They ruined it's all their fault that Security Breach turned out as bad as it was.
They made the game 10 times bigger during production. And then they were shocked that it flopped, that it fumbled.
Have you heard of Phantom of the Opera? I don't know how that could be related to here, but, you know, the whole masks thing could count, but, like, it's just so annoying that if Scott was the developer of Security Breach, sure, we would have gotten a much shorter game, but we would have gotten a much better game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
There were so many people that joined the FNaF community just so they can, like, shit on a game for how bad it is. And if I wasn't a fan of FNaF and I saw this, I probably would have joined the community just to shit on this game too, because it rightfully deserves it.
To be fair, yes, like, to be fair, it's like, because of Security Breach, there were like a lot of new fans to the series as well. Yes, like, in that aspect, I guess it did well.
You know, the only good thing... Like, the only good thing Security Breach did was make a lot of people's careers and then brought a whole new bunch of people over to the franchise.
Yeah.
A bunch of people joined and a bunch of people left, because, my gosh.
Yep.
A lot of people thought FNaF was dead when this game came out, but, you know, Steel Wool did redeem themselves in my eyes because of how good Ruin and how good this game was. See, two rights are more than a wrong. Despite how massive the wrong is.
I agree, yes.
Alright, so we got Roxy here. I enjoyed this minigame. By the way, I kept asking myself when I was scrolling through the screenshots, was I the only normal person playing this game? Was I the only normal person having, like, a wholesome, happy time putting makeup on Roxy while she was, like, begging for attention? While other people were just...
You were the 10% of people who were normal. Yes, I can confirm.
Oh gosh, it was just, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the next one.
Sure, that sounds alright. What were your thoughts on this minigame, though?
I haven't played it myself, yes, I don't think I can actually say much.
But, like...
yeah, but, like, in terms of lore, yes, like, I've already said, yes, like, what I think about it. I don't think it's a retcon. Yeah.
I think it might be a retcon in my opinion. Next up, we've got the sister location night shifts levels. There are 4 of these, and each one has a different set of enemies. First one is Ennard, which is like, I'm glad Ennard was in the game, but I feel like Ennard had like a better level, and Ennard was utilized better in the initial Help Wanted. I feel like his performance in Help Wanted 2 was a lot lacking compared to his performance in Help Wanted 1. So, like...
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think he needed to be better, though, because Ennard did have his time to shine within the game series. So, yeah, you know.
True.
If you want a better Ennard Help Wanted experience, play the original game. But, you know, it was still...
Vent repair. Yeah.
It was still cool to have him in his model in the game, though, too.
Yeah.
Vent repair was so cool because it was like a completely new level, and the way Ennard moved around and how he functioned, it was so creepy and it was so cool.
Yeah.
And this one, it's just playing FNaF 1, but there's one animatronic, and it's not as stressful. It's nowhere near as hard as stressful as the actual Ennard Knight in Sister Location.
Yeah.
Did you know that Steel Wool was founded by veterans of Pixar, Intel, and Telltale Games? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They were.
The second one, though, is named Puppet Master, even though it's just Ballora and the mini arenas, which, not gonna lie, was kind of a letdown, because I'm like, there's no Puppet in Sister Location. Okay, this might be some new content. This is really cool, and it's just Ballora. But
also,
in this...
by the way, yes, like, speaking of Puppet Master, yes, like, when are we gonna talk about the blushies? Is that, like, later on?
Do you not see the puppet plush in front of Ballora? On this level... Do you not see the...
Yeah.
Do you not see it?
I do.
I just used... Yeah. So, if you go into this level and go under the desk, you open a drawer, you type 1983. You open the drawer and you get the puppet plush. That is, like, the easiest way to get one of the plushies. Because the difficulty of getting the plushies vary.
Yes, like, you can actually go straight through the desk. You don't even need to open the drawer.
Yeah, I saw that Doco do that. I'm just happy the Biddy Babs are back. Oh, dude, I saw my friend James freaking play this game on the Ballora level, and he saw one of the Balloras. One of the Biddy Babs. I never came across a Biddy Bab in this game, but when he did, it was rapidly crawling towards him, and it was the thing that scared him the most out of playing the game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He was like, "Oh my gosh!" Ah! And then he fell to the floor, and it was there for a while because of a freaking Biddy Bab. But yeah, we got the puppet plush. Collect that. That's important for later. And then next up is the Fun Time Gang, where we have Fun Time Foxy. You just keep an eye on him until he frickin' rushes through the hallways to try and get you. Fun Time Chica, you just move the cupcake. And then Fun Time Freddy comes around, does the same thing. The mini arenas are a threat. They dogpile themselves on the buttons, and you need to throw them away. By the way, I don't entirely know how the cupcake mechanic for Funtime Chica works, because all I did was just put the cupcake on the plate, so she walked away and went to the other side of the office. I just kept that door shut the whole time when she got there.
Oh.
Because I did not know what I was doing, so I didn't even beat that game properly. And then we got Baby, who says a lot of interesting lines, like, "I remember you," and "What makes you so special?" That quote is said multiple times through multiple characters, and of course we've got the Plusha Babies. We play 3 mini-games, and they're all different from each other.
Yeah.
Do you stream every day? I usually stream 2 times. I usually stream 2 times a week, but this is a weird situation, because I'm on a 4-day break right now from work and from pretty much everything. So I'm just kind of freeballing it, but I will have a better stream schedule later on, because I used to, and now I just gotta get back on it. So first up, you play red light, green light. I was just going frantically, moving the flashlight back and forth so that they could barely move.
All right. Yes, like, out of these 4, yes, like, Baby has the most interesting role in the game, honestly. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so have you... so there's also the final cutscene with her, right? Yeah, so, like...
it's the ice
where
cream.
He hands you the ice cream cone? Yeah,
the ice cream cone that Elizabeth got. And we know this is Elizabeth because her eyes are green, but, like, hide and seek is the worst one, because the babies can show up under the desk, or on top of your monitors, or anywhere on the left or right hallway. Every time you hear a laugh, I just frantically search out of panic. Hide and seek is the worst one. And then for the cameras is pretty easy. Their eyes glow, so give her controlled shock. It's pretty alright. But yeah, this is what you got for Sister Location Night Shift. The Ballora minigame is not on here, but it's pretty fun. Next up, Peak DJ Music Man. I love it here.
Alright.
DJ Music Man is in here, and
is that Ruined Music Man, aka the worst one?
Okay, no. Okay, hold on.
No, that one. Ruined Music Man, the mini one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. We've got the one we got Mini Music Man on the side, and I just put a Minecraft Mini Music Man there because I wanted you to go say. You're not looking at the stream, huh? Match the beat, flash the miners, and make the DJ happy. There we go. Nothing more can be said. The simple mechanic. Pull out the fast
When you
cam.
disappoint him.
Flash the minute. When you disappoint him. The amount, dude. Whose dog is that? I don't. Oh yeah, a dog was barking, huh? That was Charlotte. The dog was barking. Is that a Minecraft DJ Music Man skin? Yeah, yes it is. Just to put him on the rest with there. Just because.
Why?
Just because.
Why?
Just because. So in this game,
Okay.
you match the beat, you flash the miners, no context, and then make the DJ happy where you just like, you just put together a puzzle. I love this DJ Music Man section, this level right here. I thought it was pretty cool. It was very fun to play.
Yeah. It was nice.
The Mini Music Men, I have a very hateful relationship with these guys, but you know, if you want to know a fun way, yeah. If you want to know a fun way to play against these guys, play this game and don't play Ruin.
Yes.
Do not play.
We do not talk about Bonnie Bowl.
We do not talk about Bonnie Bowl in Ruin. Do not play against these guys in Ruin. They're the worst, most annoying thing in this franchise. I will stand by that. I freaking hate these things in Ruin, but I love them in Help 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Also, their design, their individual designs are neat. I like that it's not just a bunch of the one that's in the vent.
Yeah, true.
Dude, like, DJ Music Man, when he, like, goes up to you with his gigantic size, it's so cool. And the amount of closure I felt when I saw Ruin DJ Music Man, it felt so good. Because you could just put this away as, this is what he's like during Ruin. Because we never go to we never go to the Fazcade floor in Ruin.
Yeah, true.
So, you know, the whole time we've been playing Ruin, this guy's just chilling, which I like it. And we know it's Ruin because the name of the model is literally Ruined DJ Music Man.
Yeah.
That's just facts. That's just facts. But yeah, I loved this level. I loved the harder difficulty more. It's awesome. So, next up, we've got food prep.
Here we go.
Food prep is interesting. So at first, it's a normal game in L Chips where you just make all the food. Nothing unusual happens. And then you do it in the place where you make the pizza in Security Breach, where Chica shows up and she just like completely eats all the orders that people that you give to the people. She shoves them out of the way and eats their food. She's selfish, garbage, awful. And then we go to the theater, which is where everything's run down, and Shattered Chica is here, where she's the only one ordering, and like make a bunch of food for snappy Karen bots. I noticed the Ukraine colors on you. Well, like,
wait, what?
I don't know what Duncan's talking about, but like, okay.
Huh?
The staff bots had a female voice, so like I was with you and Antiseptic when I was playing this, and Antiseptic went all off like, oh no, of course she's in the freaking kitchen, and that was just so funny to me.
Oh.
Like, oh my gosh, these Karen. Oh my God. I guess yeah, I was dealing with Karens in that game because I had no idea what I was doing, and she was getting all snappy with me, and I'm like, screw you. And then we get into the theater. The Glamrock Endos show up, along with prepping the food, which just put a lot of stress on me. This level took quite a few attempts to complete. We don't talk about that. Ukraine's flag is blue and yellow. Oh! Ukraine's flag is blue and yellow. That was not my intention. Endos want a piece of that chicken, along with I Show Speed. And put all the Chica foods in the trash in the theater for the Chica plush. You can see the Chica plush. It doesn't exactly look like this, but yeah, you just pick it up and...
Close enough.
I mean, to be fair, the FNaF plushies in this game are awful. They're just like, they're all the same voodoo plushie, but with the mask on them. I'm not a big fan of those designs, but like, hey, it's whatever.
They exist, that is all.
Basically, you get bootleg Chica. So overall, what are your thoughts on this game? Because I thought it was alright. It was pretty fun at certain points, but at other times it was like stressful.
I'm gonna be honest, yes, like out of all the modes, yes, I think food prep is actually the worst. Yeah, yes, like out of all the modes.
Dude,
it's
I had a worse. I
didn't really enjoy it as much.
Bruh, I had a worse time at Fizzy Faz. There were 5 difficulties. 5! Count them. 5 levels of Fizzy Faz. It's so annoying to get through. Especially because this chick shows up again. It makes me so annoyed because Roxy and Freddy only have 1 level, but Chica just like shows up everywhere. She shows up in so many more levels. And Monty
is 0.
Monty's 0. I was gonna make a Bonnie Bowl slide, but I didn't have enough time to work on that. But like, I was gonna do a picture of Bonnie Bowl and a picture of the scrapped content. Because if you go to the scrapped content, there's Monty going around in a motion for Bonnie Bowl. Yep. Monty was planned, but he's not in the game. So DLC, get to it. DLC, get to it. Because there is DLC.
Why'd they have to shaft Monty? Why'd they have to shaft Monty?
It's okay, because this game's gonna have DLC. This game's gonna have DLC, baby! This game's gonna have DLC!
I hope so. Is it confirmed?
Yeah. Next up, Bonkabon! I love this level so much. I really like it.
Yeah, this was nice.
The plush babies are back again!
The glitch traps.
I tried finding...
What is that?
It's basically the little glitch trap that comes out of the thing. It doesn't look like that exactly, but, you know, I found the image and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah. That looks a little weird.
But, like, okay.
It doesn't look right. I was like, what? It doesn't look right for some reason.
I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. Curse of Dreadbear 2. Yes, that would be pretty cool.
That would be peak.
We have Dreadbear content in Fazer Blast though. So True.
We need a new Curse of Dreadbear. That would be peak.
By the way, I just used a lot of thumbnails for like the pictures of the mini games because it's pretty easy to do. And then I showed a picture of Dawko at the PAX West playing this game early because like that's like iconic. Bonnie after he was being romantical. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so in the bonus round, a glitch trap shows up. The little yellow glitch trap ears show up at the top of the machine, and then you gotta put in a code. Put the code in the opposite direction. Shut it down, and then glitch trap will give you the Bonnie plushie. You collect that right there. Pretty much, and then the plush baby show up again because again they're everywhere nowadays. Arts and crafts. Sun is more rude and shreds all of our work. Disrespectful. Yes, that's pretty accurate.
I actually have a meme about this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I actually posted a meme about that one. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. One sec. But yeah, so like, what do you think about this then? In the meantime.
I'm just seeing the whole daycare.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm just seeing the whole daycare. I don't know what you're trying to show me.
Yeah. Okay, one sec. Yeah, I'm just trying to pull up the tweet.
You just.
I don't know if I can find it right now.
You just showed me like a steel wool screenshot preview.
No. It's not that. I posted it earlier. That was not now. Yeah. I'm just trying to find the tweet.
He's looking for the tweet, chat. He's looking for the tweet. By the way, so it's confirmed that the game takes place after Security Breach because Eclipse is in the game if you go to the harder difficulty.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take place after Ruin because it's Sun and Moon and it's not Eclipse. The emotion, the personality. Sun and Moon are still divided in here. And Sun still, but his Sun's urges to completely shit on our hard work is still existent, once you complete the piece, he just still shows up and shreds it, and then goes back to Moon.
Yeah, true. To be, yes, like yes, like this game is like a bit weird for me. Yes, like I don't hate it, yeah, but like I'm not really that big a fan either. I think it's alright.
It took me a while before I understood what I was doing, but like, dude, there's like basically no timer in the harder difficulty, so don't worry about it, because I was taking a long time in the harder mode. Because what you have to do is you have to charge the flashlight, and Moon shows up frantically, so you can barely attach a thing or two or paint a thing or two before he shows up again to pull out the flashlight. It's a bother. It really is. It took me a long time before I could complete the second one. But you know, you barely have a time limit, because I was taking a long time, and the timer did not run out.
Okay, I think I found the tweet. Hold on. Yes, like I think so I ended up like reposting this, but yeah, I'll just send you the original tweet.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay.
All right, there you go.
It's a link. Okay. Bad Purple to 2 spoilers. Wait, is that going?
Oh my god! Oh my god, young man! Kill yourself!
Yep. Literally.
Son, why you gotta be so mean to me? I'm only a 3rd grader from kindergarten. You need to have some patience with me. Come on now. Come on, I'm just a wee little baby. What do you mean? I tried my best. Son is going like, terrible job, superstar. You messed that one up badly. Son, stop being mean to me. I'm like 12. I'm really freaking trying, Gregory.
He just rips the paper and crushes your hopes and dreams.
Yes, it does. Even when you do produce something good, he still doesn't care and shreds it to pieces. Frickin', it's just like that one meme where Freddy goes like, terrible job, superstar. That went up badly. But stop being mean to me. I'm like 12. I'm really freaking trying, Gregory. My broom trap has downloaded Bondi bought it to my hard drive.
Yeah.
Eminem versus Freddy Fazbear. Oh no, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. But thank you for the comment. But yeah, this is like, this is just. I thought this was. I did enjoy this mini game the first time around. The second time around, you know, you just gotta complete it. Harder difficulties aren't simple. When you go into a difficulty that's harder, it kind of takes away the feeling of, okay, you're supposed to have fun. You know? But I do like that they made things in the harder difficulty different. Just fix the carousel, fix the carousel, you lazy piece of shit! That's basically what you're supposed to be doing. Just fix the carousel. No context, no words, just fix it. Just fix it right now. So, yeah, basically...
The carousel broke down.
The carousel broke down. I really liked the new voice lines for Moon. Thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
So, basically, you just plop in some power cells. You turn some dials, you put in like the data sheets, and they get harder on the harder difficulty. So like that's you can't really say much about this mini game, despite how much is visually going on. A lot is happening, but at the same time, you can't really say much about it.
Yeah.
But we do get to encounter Jacko Moon in the harder difficulty, which we also see in the Foxy Log Ride.
Wait, hold on. Is that Jacko Moon or is that Jacko's son?
Well, no,
I can also see the sun pattern across his face. I can also see that. It's
complicated because if you go to the model, call it Jacko Moon, and this is what the model actually looks like. So it is Moon. It has like all his characteristics and all that, but it just has the sun, like spikes coming out of the head. Which
you think it would be called Jacko Eclipse then, right?
Yeah, Jacko Eclipse could have worked, but like nope, this is just Jacko Moon, but it has the sun thing. But at least it has the moon. Yeah. It has the moon shoes, and he's got scarecrow style clothes. I think he's really cool.
I like the design though; it's cool. All Jacko designs are cool.
That's beta Eclipse, pretty much. I mean, he's a lot better than the other Jacko designs because, like, Jacko Foxy, I'm calling him Jacko Foxy, shut up. It's not just a reskin unlike Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica, he literally has extra features on him. He has a completely change of clothes, and change of like color saturations, and they even changed the mask entirely too. Like, amazing but unexpected new member of the Jacko gang. I really approve. I like him.
Yeah.
Next up is Fizzy Faz. I don't like talking about this level.
Yeah, we don't talk about this one.
This one's my least favorite. It's easy at first, but then just gets more difficult to go through. Sometimes it's literally just based on chance, but it's thank goodness it's easy to get the plushie here. You just have to put all in the flavors except for salt on a specific night. I think it's night 3, and then you just put them in the mix. And then you just like set up the alarm, then submit the drink, and then bam, you get the Golden Freddy plushie. I actually have that exact Golden Freddy plushie on my top bunk.
Yes, like getting the Fizzy Faz in Security Breach was the easy part. Actually making them, that's a whole separate thing.
Make this now. Make this now. Do not fail. Make this now. Do not fail. Make this now. Do not fail. So what happens is that the staff bots do get corrupted over a certain point, and you have to either pause them and then play them again and then just wait for them to reactivate, or you can just completely cleanse them all out by closing the doors. And Chica becomes active on the last one. Chica shows up again. She shows up again. It's just, I don't know why Chica got so much screen time. But yeah. It's how you get the Golden Freddy plushie. That's exactly how the Golden Freddy plushie looks like. I don't know what you're talking about. Next one. Foxy's Log Ride! We have Jacko Moon again. And then we've... Oh, I love this level. And then once you get all... Yeah, once you hit all the 3 healthy signs, go to the secret areas, hit all the blue stars, you get the bootleg Foxy plushie from a special chest with Glitchtrap's hand. And of course I had to add in the canonical bootleg Foxy.
Okay, now that looks more like Jacko Moon. That image. Yeah, so that looks more like actual Jacko Moon. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. I don't really understand it. I don't know whether the spikes are there in the actual game or the person actually like erased and cropped them out. I don't know. I don't take that image seriously. But like, I'm glad that FNaF 1 Foxy is the only one of the OG band to come back for this game. He actually has a jump scare. If you shoot him enough times, he actually kills you.
Yeah.
That's really cool too. I do have the Captain Pirate Foxy plush. I have him right here. He's awesome. He's awesome. Captain Pirate Foxy comes back. FNaF 1 Foxy is here for the log ride, and I thought it was really cool. I don't think... Was the original Foxy log ride better? I can't tell.
Yeah. Yes, like in Curse of Dreadbear, yes, like if you shoot him, yes, like he doesn't kill you. Yeah, but here he actually does. That's what I like.
Okay.
It's like a, yeah, it's a neat thing.
But yeah, that's how you get the Foxy plush. Next up,
yeah.
Phaser Blast. I did not want to go through all the trouble of getting all the different screenshots of the game, so I just put some FNaF 1 PNGs, put down the Carney screenshot, put down another bootleg Freddy plush item, and then call it a day. Phaser Blast was really cool and all, but I feel like it was also like drawn out a bit too much. The first two were just showing off presentations of the Pizzaplex and the log ride, which was pretty cool. I prefer the later ones. We've got the third night of the FNaF 1 gang in the cardboard cutout forms. You have to shoot all 3 rockets throughout like night 1, 2, and 3. There's 1 rocket to shoot. You gotta shoot that. And then the 4th one is tricky. The 4th one is really hard, where you have to like shoot all of the FNaF 2 animatronics that show up in the vents. You got to put the mask on in front of Toy Freddy. You don't technically need to deal with Withered Foxy, because I did it and I didn't have to do that, and I was still able to pull the thing off.
Yeah.
And then after you do the special thing where you set the place on fire, you got all the achievements done. All you have to do is just go on to night 5 and beat the Springtrap boss, which I thought was pretty cool. And I thought the boss was pretty alright. It had some nice mechanics. And then once you beat him, you get the Freddy plushie. Right here. I thought that was really cool too. So it's a nice way to... I thought it was a pretty nice and subtle way to make a callback for all the 3 original games.
Ooh. Also, yeah, so are we gonna mention Carney's line?
What makes you so special? Yeah, pretty much. I did not make a slide.
No. Yeah, no. The other one.
What is it?
You look like you got kids.
You look like you got kids. Well, I made that point in my video.
Win a prize for the little ones.
We'll let the two theorists discuss about that. Well, I'm technically a theorist now because I came up with a theory that's not confirmed, but like at the same time, you know, I did not take inspiration from anyone for that theory. I legit came up with that on my own. Where frickin' the person we play as is FNaF 1 Jeremy, because it's never confirmed or not whether he actually died from his injuries. But
I can see that being a plausible theory.
We'll talk about that at the end though. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you
when we're reacting to the video.
Before we watch the videos, I'll tell you why I think that's the case, and then you can let me know whether or not you're convinced. Next up, FNaF Transformers is real.
Yo.
You could tell me so many, like, before all this, if you were to tell me that G1 Transformer FNaF characters would be included within the franchise, I would have, like, said shut up and, like, go back to your kindergarten ways. But, like, no, after seeing this, I lost my mind. It was Chica, Bonnie...
Me after seeing this, the Steel will shut up and take my money.
Yeah, pretty much. Pastra has gone into like the Transformers craze recently.
Yeah.
So it was such a very good. It was such a very convenient time. It was such a convenient time. Pastra. Oh, I like Transformers. Steelwool. Quick, put a Transformers reference in there now. What do you think?
Faz Force.
The Faz Force. I called him Fazbaramus Prime.
Wait, what?
I called him Fazbaramus Prime. Call me Fazbaramus Prime. I just noted this.
Bumble Chica.
I just noticed this. If you take a look at the art on the right, where Bonnie has a bow tie, if you take a look on the left, he doesn't have one.
Oh yeah, true.
And wait, no. Golden Freddy and Freddy don't have a bow tie either. Bow ties don't exist in the toys. Bow ties are sold separately. Why?
Bow ties sold separately for $5.99. Go buy now.
You can. That's the special toy surprise for the $49.99 pizza party deal from that Candy Cadet says is about. The special toy surprise is just the bow ties for the Faz Force characters.
Real.
Chica B, that actually works well.
Yeah.
Foxy Scream, or like Mega Freddy. I don't know. Did you ever watch any Trans?
No. Yeah. So I actually watched Transformers Prime. Yes.
Oh, dude, that's my most favorite. Oh my gosh, that's my most favorite Transformers.
It was
peak.
It was peak.
Transformers Prime is amazing. I remember watching that as a kid, and I was genuinely scared of Megatron in that show. He was just so...
Oh, don't worry. I did not watch Robots in Disguise, by the way, if you're wondering. I did not watch that.
I actually thought Robots in Disguise was pretty alright. I liked it. It's a sequel.
I've seen like a lot of hate for it. That's kind of why I said that.
Well, Soundwave, Soundwave comes back, and his new design is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of tiebacks from the original show and all that. I don't know. I kind of liked it, because you rarely ever see a Transformers show where Cybertron is around and is functioning.
True.
And Optimus Prime comes back to life and all that.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so overall, the Faz Force, I approve.
I approve of the Faz Force.
Yes, justice must be served.
Is one of the figures...
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm trying to think of the phrase. Yes, Fazbots rollouts.
Fazbots rollout. And like, is one of the figures that puppet? Because I don't like it. Yeah, here's the thing, right? In terms of the plushies and these action figures, the reason why Spring Bonnie is not there and it's the puppet instead, because the figures and the plushies are supposed to represent the 6 victims. Spring Bonnie was never a victim. He was the killer. He wouldn't be referenced here, except in glitch trap form. So Spring Bonnie wasn't a murdered victim. Otherwise, he would be in here. But no, it's the puppet because, yeah, he's one of the 6. She's one of the 6. Have you guys seen the Michael Bay Transformers movies? Yes!
I have avoided those.
Dude,
I've seen a lot of
I've seen them all. The first 3 are good. The first 3 are good. And the 4th one was eh. The 4th one was eh. And the 5th one was oh.
I heard Bumblebee was good though. I heard Bumblebee was good.
Like, dude, the amount of inconsistencies and pathetic display of acting in 5 was weird. The lore jumps were unnecessary. It shows that, like, in the first Transformers movie, Bumblebee was recently arrived to Earth. But in Transformers 5, it was revealed, oh yeah, the Transformers have been around longer. And it shows a flashback of Bumblebee fighting Nazis! Bumblebee transformed into a military vehicle and fought Nazis in World War II. They made an action figure on that shit.
It's all for the merch. It's all for the toys.
Did you know about that? I feel like something like that would have
No,
really
I did
been
not.
on. You did not know. You did not know. Oh my gosh. Oh dude. World War II Bumblebee. Oh my gosh. It was out there. It was really out there. Also, it shows flashback of medieval times in that same movie. So it shows the past of medieval times where Merlin the magician shows up to one of the older Transformers and he's like, "Oh yeah, you can control this giant Cybertron dragon." What?
Yeah.
What is this? What is our focus?
Wait, what happened?
No, I mean, I'm just like confused on it, but like, yeah, I just sent you an image on Discord. There's World War II Bumblebee. Cool design, but such inconsistency. Yeah, like, it's freaking bonkers because you have references to medieval times in World War II in a Transformers movie.
Is that Stormbreaker in his hand? What is that?
It's a hammer. It's a hammer.
looks.
It kind of looks like Stormbreaker. I mean, yeah, it kind of does. But yeah, this was so cool and unexpected. I loved it. And now we're already on the final slide, so we're going to be talking about legit everything important that happens in the game. So we've got 2 bottom screens depicting the 2 different endings, and one of them, it's a YouTuber thumbnail. I found it really funny. I figured I'd put it there to represent the Cassie ending, but like...
I thought there were 3 endings, actually.
I
didn't, yeah.
Actually, there is technically a 3rd one if you go outside the doors and it just shows the credits.
Yeah,
like,
you just leave, right? Yeah.
Just leave. Like, yeah, but like...
Yeah.
You know, that kind of ending has been done before, so like I don't care too much about it. It's alright. Because in like my friendly neighborhood, you can literally just take the truck and leave. And then the game just ends. But yeah, I do like the Michael Bay Transformers movies. And then they had, 5 was so bad that they canceled 6, and they had to reboot. And then they made a Bumblebee movie, and they just released Rise of the Beast, which was actually really cool. But, okay, so you get a Faz wrench from a random level if you just keep playing, and eventually you'll get it. And once you get the Faz wrench, you go over to the ruin puzzle, you complete it, and then you open the door with the inhibitor that keeps you restrained. And then you see a worker poster where if you're an employee, you're equipped with a Vanny mask to traverse throughout the ruined Pizzaplex. Take off your mask when you're clocking out. So you turn off the inhibitor, you take off the mask, and then boom. You're in the real world, which is the FNaF 6 location underneath the Pizzaplex.
The FNAF 6 location after the events of Security Breach. Yes.
I'm just gonna say it. The staff bot ending is canon to me. Hold on, Digital Dog, because what people are to believe is that both endings are canon. Both endings.
Yes.
Both endings are canon. Both endings are canon.
I agree.
Both of the main endings are canon, and that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. All right, so, dude, what was your reaction to this reveal? Because I have my reaction on stream, and I was just screaming. I was, like, losing my mind.
Yeah, no, it was crazy for sure. Yeah. I also kind of lost my mind when I saw it at first. I was like, wait, is this actually happening? No
Yeah.
way, right?
Yeah, right? I saw the blob hole, and, like, dude, I know you can't go down the hole, but when I first found it, I wanted to go down that hole so bad, and I still do.
It's one of the best plot twists in the franchise. Yeah.
I never wanted to jump down a hole in a video game more than in this game right here. I wanted to go down that hole. I wanted to see the blob in VR. I wanted to see the mimic, because even though the blob and the mimic are on the loose currently, those two do not show up in this game.
I think yes, like I think yes, like yes, the whole like mask reveal thing. Yes, like I think it's on par. Yeah, with like Scrap Baby's first reveal. Yeah, like in FNAF 6. I think it's on par with that. That's how good it is. It was like a it was like a neat plot twist, I would say. So yeah. Wait, is that the game theory video? Oh, all right.
Hold on. Sorry, it stopped. It stopped.
Wait, what? DBZ Broly second coming.
DBZ Broly second. That just randomly came on. That just randomly came on, so I had to reverse that. But that soundtrack is fire though. But okay, but like. But yeah, this was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember talking about this game before it came out. Dude, I was so wanted to see the mimic, and it was disappointing to not have him in here.
By the way, yes, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go off topic, yeah, for like 1 minute. Yeah, but like, yeah, so have you played, have you played like any of the Dragon Ball games by any chance? Or like, have you stuck to the movies and stuff?
I watched, hello McDonald's Ice Cream, okay, I watched the shows and the movies, and I do play a Dragon Ball game to this day, Dragon Ball Legends, a gacha game.
Oh, you play that? Yeah, no, I used to religiously play that back in the day.
Oh, dude, you should open up, you should play, dude, we gotta play it.
I still have the app. I log in sometimes.
Dude, log in! Yeah, like, oh my gosh, dude, log in! They are giving out free stuff right now. Okay, when the stream is over, you and I are fighting in Legends. Like, when the stream is over.
I don't have that many units, I'm gonna be honest with you. But okay,
sure. You need to check out Legends, because oh my gosh, I love it when someone else plays this game. It's a gacha game, but at the same time,
I actually have like an entire different Twitter account. Yes, like yeah, entirely for like Legends stuff. Hold on.
Yeah.
I did not know that you played this game.
I love this game. I love this game. It's my most favorite mobile game, despite how much it makes my wallet hurt. I love this game. I get so competitive, but at the same on random PvP.
Yeah.
But I'm very.
Okay, wait, yes, like when did you start playing the game actually?
Dude, I started back in 2018, bro. I started back in.
Oh, you started day one, same. I also started day one.
I technically actually started on the 2nd anniversary, or like right before it.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I was around in 2018. I wasn't really aware of this game's existence, but like 1 year later, or like 2 years later, then yeah, I did start. 2018 was 2018 was the best year of my life, and I would do anything to go back to that year. There was nowhere near amount of political controversies about society and culture and all that. There was nowhere near the amount of complications. A lot of iconic games came out in 2018 for some weird reason. A lot of iconic stuff came out. Bendy Chapter 5, the original God of War 4, and like
Spider-Man PS4.
PS4. There was why was there so many things? Groundworks that started in 2018. Did Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 come out in 2018?
Uh-huh.
Dude, 2018 was such a weird year.
Yeah. there were like a lot of yeah. So like there were like a lot of games. Yeah, so there were like a lot of great games in 2018. Yeah, like 2023 was just like the sequel year. For that pretty much.
Ultimate Custom Night was 2018. Oh, dude, FNAF 6 was FNAF 6. Oh, FNAF 6 was like 2017.
No, FNAF 6 was December 2017. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, so like, but yeah, the new anniversary. But yeah, like, dude, we're off topic. Yeah, the festival happened. They dropped Evo, Ken, and Beast Gohan for part 1. They dropped Goku and Bardock.
I actually
part
got
2.
Evo Ken. Yeah.
Oh, dude! Oh gosh. I went for Beast straight up first. I went for Beast first.
Did you get Beast?
Yes,
if you got Beast,
bruh,
then...
I got all the units from this festival. I got the Ultra Instinct Goku.
Bruh.
I know. I'm a little ashamed, but I'm also proud at the same time. Like, okay, you want to know what happened? Nah, for the 5th anniversary, for when Ultra Blue Vegito came out, I summoned for quite a bit, didn't get him. But guess what happened on one summon? I pulled him 3 times in one multi.
What?
Yes! I pulled him 3 times in one multi. I'm being dead. I'm being dead. I can show. Did I save the screenshot? Hopefully I did. I know we're going off topic here, but my gosh, even it got on a Yaro G cursed images video. But like, look at this right here.
Oh yeah.
I submitted this on Twitter.
Dude,
I'm
bruh. Logging in on Legends right now. I'm just gonna check if there's anything.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh yeah, this. Oh
look
my, what the? What?
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't believe that.
This is real. This is real. This is real. I have him on my account. This is real. I have him on my account. I have him at red stars. 3 red stars, bro. I ain't even joking. I'm not joking. I wish I was, but I'm not joking. I'm being dead ass. 3 red stars.
Okay. Alright. yeah. I just logged into Legends right now. I'm just gonna check if there's anything new. But okay. I think we've gone.
Okay, let's talk about the endings. We still got a stream to do, so we can play when the stream's over. Okay, so. Yep. But yeah, the Ruined Pizzaplex was an amazing reveal for me. I think that was one of the best reveals in a FNAF game I've ever seen, because I didn't think about it too much of us being in the FNAF 6 location. I didn't think about it too much, you know, because it was just a hub. It was irrelevant in the hub was irrelevant in the first game. Because it was just the FNAF 1 location, but that did not have any lore relevance whatsoever. So I didn't pay too much attention for the hub in this game. Which was why it was such a big twist. FNAF 1, like, Help Wanted 1 hub was kind of irrelevant. Because all it did was just show one memory from the past. But nah, this game reveals that you are straight up just in modern FNAF present under the Pizzaplex, and it was just so cool. This means that for the third time in a row, we have been under the Pizzaplex. And every time, we are shown something new each time. That's what I want. I don't care how many games where this secret has it, but as long as you keep having a secret where you can go down here and discover something new, I'm fine. I want that to keep going. I want the trend to keep going. I want to see Candy Cadet for the 53rd time. Like, it's awesome. I don't know. Because I think Under the Pizzaplex is my most favorite location in this entire franchise. I have never been more hyped about going to a location in this franchise in my life. I remember in Ruin, when I was first playing through it, and I saw, we talked about this, but as soon as Roxy died, I was a little upset, but as soon as I figured out we could go down into the basement, I completely forgot about Roxy, and I was just hype 100% of the time. I was just, I was slowly going to the elevator because I was so excited, because I knew if I went down here, something different would happen. So
yeah, exactly.
What do you think of this location, though?
I think it's cool, actually. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have a question, though. Yes, like, yes, the topmost screenshot, right? Yeah. So is that from Help 1 2? Yeah. Like, is that from Security Breach?
He literally just took a screenshot of the Vanny ending and just cropped it for the arcade machine.
Oh, okay.
And that Cassie one is 100% a fan model render. That is. nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
it is.
That looks so cursed. That looks so cursed. And why would you false advertise?
does.
Because again, the mimic is not in the game. Why would you false advertise there?
I mean,
Like, why
he's
couldn't?
there, but he's not there.
Like-
Let's just keep it to that. He's there, but he's not there.
Well, yeah, he's technically there down below. Oh, whatever. Like, I just don't understand why it's so hard to just have the mimic as an Easter egg. That would have been cool. Maybe the mimic as like an Easter Faz Force character or something. I don't know. Even though it wouldn't make sense, it'd be awesome. So we're gonna talk about the cat. We're gonna talk about the Cassie ending first because that's the easier one. You just complete all the levels. Fun fact: I completed all the levels, and by then I did not know you could pick up the Freddy and just put him on the pedestal. So once I did that, I had to replay 5 random levels so that I could just get the ending.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that once. Yeah.
When you mix them all together, you get the thing right here. I want William Afton to come back in the next game. Well, he probably is, because he's still around. Glitchtrap is still around. So then the Cassie ending, right here, it shows what happens after the Vanny ending. This is what happens afterwards. So Glitchtrap shows up from the thing, just like Burntrap does for the recharge station. The staff bots kill us. And I don't know if you know this. Well, you probably do because you watch Game Theory. I wanted to surprise you with this, but organs are found in Mapbot in Ruin, and I never picked up on that detail, but now it makes sense. It's why we see through Maskbot in the ending of that one.
Yeah.
So the Cassie ending is just to get the dice rolling for Ruin, which I think is really cool. So that's literally like Cass, and then he shuts down. So that's Cassie wasn't aware that she was interacting with her dad.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this ending? At first, I was highly confused, but you know how FNaF works. You get an ending, it's confusing, but then when you watch theory videos and play the rest of the game, you kind of figure it out.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, so like at first it was a bit confusing, but so like when I saw it, I just thought of it, like Cassie's dad, like he just possesses, like the MR spot now. That's pretty much it, besides that, so like, not much else for this ending really. Yeah, one thing though, during the whole like Glitchtrap cutscene, right? Yeah, so at first I couldn't tell whose hand that was. It looked more human.
Oh,
like later on I saw that, like,
dude,
it was actually Glitchtrap's hand.
I couldn't
tell at first.
I noticed it was Glitchtrap's hand the moment it came out of the thing. Like, I knew whose hand
it was too
that
bright
from the
there.
beginning.
I don't know if it was like for that specific video which I was watching, but like it was so bright, so I couldn't tell if that was a human hand or like if it was like Glitchtrap's. I was not sure though.
I think,
but later on find out it was Glitchtrap's.
I think this ending specifically exists just to show what happened to Cassie's dad and to show that Glitchtrap is still around even after the Vanny ending takes place and all that. So it was supposed to prove those 2 main points.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for the Cassie's dad ending, then a lot of people, including me, would just presume that Glitchtrap's gone. But nope, he's still here. He's still in the main system. The Vanny ending just shows him being erased from Vanny's mind, which is why Vanny disappears after Glitchtrap gets squished.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we're on to speaking of Vanny, we're on to the Vanny ending. So, you collect the plushies, right? And then you get the special coin from Mystic Hippo, and then you get to play Princess Quest 4. At first, it was alright, playing through the perspective of the arcade machine, but when Princess Quest showed up right behind me, that was really cool. And then you got to pick up the sword and actually be in Princess Quest, which was so cool.
Yeah.
But, you being in Princess Quest is broken, because you can just stick your arm forward and never get hit. Easily never get hit, and there's... Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah. You're broken when you're in Princess Quest 4. You can legit do a no-hit run easily. You see an enemy coming towards you, just stick out your arm, do a little bit of twirling, and then bam, he's dead. But you clear through it, you light up the graves a certain way, you see the Bonnie mask, this looks familiar, Bonnie bro confirmed. Look, you can make your point about saying, haha, told you so, but there was legit no evidence tying the two before this game came out, other than...
Yeah, no, I remember. Yes, like when I did my stream. Yeah, so you were like, yes, like you did not. Yeah, so you did not believe the theory at all. But yeah, like now you're basically convinced.
Yeah, I'm convinced because now there's actual tangible evidence. There was none originally. So
yeah.
You could see my frustration. You could see my frustration, right?
Yeah.
So then we come across the old red guy who I'm pretty sure is just old man Consequences, but in a wizard form.
Yeah.
We are
I
given...
think, like in the files, so in the files he was named, like OMC, so that is, Old Man Consequences. Yeah.
Like, his design is just too similar, but you just give the Vanny mask, you get the glitch trap plush, you go into the sister location, elevator, into a Vanny, like, a giant toy machine, you give it to Moon, Vanny finds glitch trap, which I thought was really cool. The plushie gets in Vanny's hand, and it just turns into glitch trap, and then gets squished. As soon as I saw that, I was going insane. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, Vanny saved Glitch Trap, and now she's gonna take him somewhere. But no, it's stab in the back.
Yeah.
It makes sense too, because what I think happened is that the objectives say that like the virus has been purged. So I think what's been going on is that Vanny is actually in the form of a program that's supposed to wipe out the Glitch Trap virus. And it takes the form, Vanessa programmed it to take the form of Vanny so that Glitch Trap can see it and trust it, which is why Glitch Trap gives us the plushies when we do the certain things. Glitch Trap, Glitch Trap thought that we were on his side, or like Vanny was on his side, and then he got bamboozled, he got tricked.
Yeah, I...
So, yeah, you get the achievement, virus purged, and then, like, Vinny disappears. But no, people thought, oh, he's finally dead. No, he's not, because of the Cassie's dad ending. Because of the mask bot ending. He's still here! So, yeah, basically, Glitch Trap is dead in Vanny's head, but Glitch Trap is just still around. So that means that we still have Glitch Trap, the Mimic, and the Blob let loose, and none of those three enemies are resolved yet.
True.
A lot of people were saying that the Blob is another version of the Mimic, but we know that's not true because the Blob shows up in Ruin. So for a few seconds. Not gonna lie, to this day, I still wish there was a Blob section in Ruin. That would have been really cool. Because, like, because the Blob section in the base game was pretty cool and all, very nice mechanics, but at the same time, you get killed in the credits. It's kind of no redeeming that, so... Here's what I think, okay?
No, I remember that glitch,
Here's what now time for my theory, and then we're gonna watch Ideas, Fantasy, and Game Theory. My theory is that Cassie's dad is Jeremy from FNaF Help Wanted 1. I think of this because of the Candy Cadet story. The Candy Cadet story tells us... By the way, do you think the first Candy Cadet story is of a metaphor? And if so, what do you think it means?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Yes, both the stories, right? Yeah. So
okay, so the first story, the family is like hungry, and then they get offered pizza, they refuse, and then they die. That's pretty much how to sum it up.
Does that okay? So does that represent? Yeah, I'm guessing that represents like the Afton family, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think that because if you even in the modern and old FNaF games, pizza is barely referenced in the game, despite the name of the restaurant. What I think is that the pizza is supposed to be a metaphor of William Afton, like just spending his life with his family. I feel like William Afton turned down that to work on his robots and work on his projects, and because he chose to do that, he got his kids killed and went insane and killed a bunch of other kids and started this whole thing. and they all died. And the Afton family all died. They all died. They did not purchase the food. They did not take the opportunity that was right there. They had a successful business, but if William just focused on his family, nothing would have happened. William should have been watching his daughter and should have been watching his two kids, his two sons, get caught in a prank. If William Afton was actually being a good father, then none of these tragedies would have happened. William was not watching his kids while Michael was bullying his youngest. And William did not watch his daughter even though he specifically told her not to go near baby. But she did it anyway because, you know, they're kids. William didn't think of that.
Yep.
Like, William Afton, not even Goku is anywhere near that bad of a father. William Afton is just a shit dad. He's really bad. We still do not know to this day what happened to William Afton's wife. To this day, we do not know. I don't know. But like,
Some say she committed suicide apparently, but yeah, it's not confirmed. We don't know.
Ballora! I shall rebuild her!
Yeah.
What if...
Okay, yes, like, I guess, yes, like, yeah, so if you take, yes, the retro CDs, right? Yeah, so, yeah, from Security Breach. Yeah, so then you could say that's the case, but yeah, even then, yeah, like, that's kind of a loose thread, honestly.
Vanny
it's
is...
really been covered after that.
Vanny is the Mixus system? That could be a theory. Vanny is the Mixus system. You could make that connection. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one.
I mean, it could be, you know, but I think the Mixus is just a security system, not a virus wiping system. That's a thing. What if FNaF was set in Italy because pizza is their food? If FNaF was set in Italy, then the meme would be real. We'd have Freddy Fazbear in like a chef outfit with a mustache, Fred de Fazbear, you know, and all that. But like, do you agree that the first story is just the William Afton family like not taking the opportunity of just living their life in peace?
Yeah.
I think that's the only connection you can actually draw.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Pizza is barely.
I don't see anything besides that.
Pizza is barely mentioned because pizza is something enjoyable, and they did not take the enjoyable option, or just William, or maybe I think William was just the deciding factor, not the family as a whole. Because of course not. Of course, the family's not gonna pick the rest is not gonna pick engineering over whatever. So now we're on to the second story, though. The second story is of, by the way, don't think of, like, I don't know, because it's complicated. Because Cassie's supposed to be the son in, like, the Ruin story, so don't worry about gender and all that. But, like, the story is about a young woman who, when she was little, was led by a mysterious, trusting voice by a witch, and was almost killed, but escaped with a scar for the rest of her life. And then later, he came back to finish the job, but then ends up getting killed. I think this is Jeremy from Help Wanted 1. I think Jeremy was the employee that got the misleading voice from Glitchtrap, and then was able to escape from being controlled, but lived with a physical scar for the rest of his life, with his face being cut to shreds. His face being cut. And then later, he works as a technician, and, like, he remembers Glitchtrap and goes back to finish the job, but then fails miserably. All he does... It's not like it was pointless, because he was able to get rid of Glitchtrap in a way in Vanny's mind, so it wasn't meaningless for what he did. He didn't die meaninglessly, but at the same time, he, in the grand scheme of things, failed. He won the battle, but he lost the war, is what I'm trying to say. But,
yeah, I can see that.
I can see, okay. And then, like, because there's no confirmation in the tapes that Jeremy ever died from his injury, and I mentioned in my video that they refer to him in the past tense, either he died but came back with Remnant, or in the past tense because he's an ex-employee and he's no longer around. And the lawsuit can easily just be about an injury rather than a death. I do think this theory could
I do have one question though, right? It's about the whole it's about the lawsuit thing. Yeah, so like if the lawsuit happened, right? So like how is he allowed back into the company? Like after the events of Help 1.
Maybe
that's what I'm confused about.
It could have been his family. His family could have pressed charges and they could have gone to court. It has to be a lawsuit. There's no way there isn't. It never exclaims what the lawsuit is about.
Yeah.
Or how big or small the lawsuit is. Could have easily just been members of Jeremy's family.
Yeah, I suppose that could work then. Yeah.
Yeah, that way we can play that, because we don't play as Vanessa in FNaF 101, but like Jeremy is mentioned, and then he comes back to the Pizzaplex and works there. And don't ask why, because FNaF, even the official company doesn't explain these sorts of things. The only reason I make the connection is the Kenny Cadet story. I don't consider it with Vanessa, like saying, oh, Vanessa's got a mental, like, metaphorical scar, and I'm like, Vanessa is never, it can't be Cassie either, because Cassie and Vanessa never show signs of actually being scarred from their experiences. They just kind of get spooked.
Yeah.
They get scared, but then when they're in the clear, they just move on. I don't know. It's hard to make that connection, but I do think it's a physical scar, and Jeremy would be the only one who would have a physical scar but still be around to be in this game.
I agree. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
That's probably the most like plausible explanation. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And Bonnie Bro with the Bonnie mask, and like, what makes you so special? Because he was there to help start off all the horrible events in this franchise. Jeremy, Michael, Henry, they all did something and caused William to eventually become the monster that he is still today.
Yeah. I guess I would. Okay, hold on. I actually had kind of an idea. Yeah. So what if what if the Jeremy? So what if the Jeremy? From like FNaF 2 is also connected? What if it's also the same Jeremy?
That's kind of weird, because while yes, it could work at the same time, do you really think that it would be the same person who would be like, he works at Steel, like, he works at FNaF 2, gets his frontal lobe bitten off, then works at Help Wanted, gets his face cut off, then works at the Pizzaplex? That's how it falls apart for me.
I'm saying like, yes, like after the bite of 87, yes, like he could have left the company, but like eventually returned. So eventually he could have returned. Like because of like other reasons and stuff. Then it would work.
So he gets an injury and then comes back to work twice. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
Yeah, that's like much later on, right? Yes, like immediately after.
And plus, why
he's let the end.
I don't think William would trust one of Michael's friends with anything that he's inventing after what he contributed anyway. So, like, yeah, William.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
You really think William would employ one of his freaking sons, one of his son's friends? Like, hey, you got my other son killed. Piss off.
And maybe Henry would. I don't know if like William was, like he was like specifically hiring them at the time. But like, I suppose like Henry could do that then.
But like, this is just the summary of my thought. I do think that Bonnie Bro, Cassie's dad, and FNaF 1 Jeremy are all the same character because of the hints that were given in terms of Cassie's dad being the Bonnie Bro and the Candy Cadet story referring to escaping with a scar and then going back just to get killed. I think that's the thing that ties all three of these different characters together. Now, time for the big question. Are you sold on this? Do you agree with me?
For the most part, yes. Yes, I think it works. I agree.
Do you think that Cassie's dad is Jeremy from FNaF Help Wanted 1?
Yes.
Alright,
I think that fits the best, honestly.
I don't think... I'm hesitant on it being Jeremy from FNaF 2 because if you put it all together, it sounds a little redundant. But like, I'm setting in for FNaF 1 Jeremy. I'm locking this theory in, setting it in. This is going to be what I think is going down until something in a future game confirms otherwise. You know, in the future game we're gonna be playing as Freddy Bro or Chica Bro. What about those other two? I guess they just pissed off after the bite of 87. I don't think those bite of 83. I don't think those guys are gonna be important.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was answered already, but who is the current CEO of Fazbear Entertainment? That has not been answered to this day. We still do not know.
I guess you could say Mr. Burrows, but technically he's dead, so now we don't know.
Wait, Mr.
He's dead.
Mr. Burrows? Who's that?
He's dead though. He's dead.
Oh,
He's
okay.
dead.
Who's Mr. Burrows?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, so it's from like Tales from the Pizza Place, right? Yeah,
Oh,
so
but
there
that's the
you get
books!
Mr. Burrows.
That's the books! No! Not the books! Not the books!
No, hold on.
Not the
It's
books.
fine. Yeah, 'cause, like,
Not
he's
the
dead,
books.
so now we don't know who is.
Not
He's
the
dead.
book,
So.
not the books, not the books, not the books, not the books.
Yeah, but
No!
there seems to be more evidence piling up. Yeah, to suggest like Tales is
Okay,
canon, so
but is it? But
the
is
books,
Mr.
unfortunately.
But is Mr.
Yep.
Is Mr. Burrows mentioned in the Mimic stories?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, 'cause I was about
he's
to say,
mentioned in
if
the
he's-
storyteller.
I was about to say, if he was mentioned in one of the 3 other stories in the book, screw you! I would not have taken that in whatsoever. I completely I just dismiss the 3 main stories, but I keep the Mimic stories in consideration. Otherwise, the Mimic as a character has no basis. None at all. So I feel like that's it.
Eh,
I don't know.
all right.
It makes sense why the Mimic didn't show up, because the Mimic is still trapped during Help 1 and 2, but still I really wanted there to be a mini game or something. Or like, this,
Yeah.
anything. I crave a Mimic content. He's now, like, Glitch Trap, the Blob, and Mimic are like, I love them all. I want them. I want them to show up. I want them. I need them. I need them in my life. Which do you prefer, Blob, Glitch Trap, or the Mimic?
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat the question? It kind of cut out for me.
Oh, okay. Which do you prefer, Blob, Glitch Trap, or the Mimic?
Honestly, Glitch Trap. I'm gonna be honest. Out of the 3, I say Glitch Trap. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think it's like the coolest concept out of the 3.
Like, Fiznum is pissed off because the classics are in the Blob and all that, and he thinks those are the original kids possessing the Blob. No, it's just agony. I think it's literally just agony.
Wait, hold on. What does he think of the classics again?
He thinks that the 6 kids are still not freed after the FNaF 6 ending and they're in the Blob, but I don't think that. I do not think that because of the gravestone ending. I mean, I do think it's weird that the 6 kids are referenced again in this game. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Actually, why is that? Hold
I
on.
guess...
Before we end this segment and move on to where we watch the 2 videos, I want to know, why are the 6 kids referenced in this game, though?
I guess it's like a memory of William Afton. Yes, like they just end up, so they just end up eradicating, everything people remember of like William Afton and his association with like Fazbear Entertainment and stuff. Yeah, so like, so it's just like wiping the slate clean. You have like all that stuff. So I guess you could say that in like, when it comes to like symbolism, but besides that, I'm not quite sure myself if there would be like any other reason.
Burn Trap. Am I still even a character, the digital dog? No. I mean, he technically...
Burn Trap is not real.
He technically is, because that's Glitch Trap taking over that body, but at the same time, you know, the body itself is not canon. It doesn't exist. I feel like Burn Trap would be. I think Burn Trap was initially planned to be canon. I'm just gonna say it. The Burn Trap ending was initially planned to be canon because it's the only ending in the game that doesn't have a comic page in the base game of Security Breach, but now it does. Like, didn't you find that detail weird in the base game where the Burn Trap ending had no comic frames, but all the other endings did?
Yeah. And in the switchboard, right? Yes, like in the files, it was called the true ending.
Yeah,
and
there was...
even the OST, which plays at the end, it's called the true ending.
Yeah, I feel... No. If it wasn't for the whining of the fans, the Mimic would have never been invented, and the Ruin would be continuing off the Burn Trap ending instead. Because there was a whole different William Afton model in the files, Ruin born Afton, I always come back. And honestly, I really like that design, but it can't be considered an official character if it hasn't come out in an official work.
Yeah, that
so-
is probably the case. Yeah, so considering the fact that yes, like all the Tales epilogues, yeah, so those were written after Security Breach.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is probably the case.
Yeah, the whining of the fans has caused all this to happen now. Thanks a lot for that one, fans. It sucks because what is your most favorite Springtrap design? For me, it's Burntrap. I think his more skeletal and brown and like burnt and just the way he looks. I think it's the best.
I think for me it's Glitch Trap. Yeah, so like that design goes. Yeah, but like if you're talking like a Springtrap specific design, yeah. So then I would probably say Burntrap as well.
Yeah.
As a design, it's just really good. That's just the thing.
Yeah, his design is amazing.
Yeah.
Burntrap has the better design, but Scraptrap has the better writing by far.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, we're gonna end this off here in terms of the presentation. I'm glad this is good. This is good. This was good. We got to talk about all our individual thoughts about most of what this game had to offer. We got to talk about the endings. We got to talk about all that. Got to go on some side tangents here and there, but overall, this is good. We covered the lore of this game. Do you think we did a good job?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right then. Okay, so we're gonna now go on here where I'm gonna swap the screen share over to Google. And we're gonna be watching some videos. Let's go.
Also, I finally leveled up my evoke into level 5,000. It was still in training.
Finally did it. Do you want us to do game theory or IDS fantasy first?
I think we should do ID's fantasy first, and then game theory.
Okay. Saving the big dog for later. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, IDS fantasy. Yeah, sorry. If by the weird chance you were to ever watch this, I don't know. Maybe you could tell her to like watch this specific bit and say like, "Hey, IDS fantasy, I just want to say I really appreciate your work. I really like that like you dig only into the lore and what it means." And like, yeah, I really appreciate your work. Really, I genuinely do. Let me see. Let me see here. Like, if IDS fantasy, if you're someone who produced a theory and got MatPat to question everything, like, I find that I'm inspired. That was inspiring to me. I know I could probably never do that, but at the same time, good freaking job, Slay Queen. No! I killed it. I know. In my head it sounded more of a compliment, but no, it just sounded weird when it came out. I freaking hate that saying.
I'm gonna ask her. Yeah. Okay, so like, I guess I could ask her to like watch that specific time stamp.
No. Oh man.
No.
Oh gosh. But oh gosh. Oh gosh. No. Oh no. We're just moving on. We're just gonna move on. Move on to the videos.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
I don't even know anymore. I just want to watch video. Watch video. By the way, this is the on the stream right now is currently my art I made for my birthday, where I took the art I made for Hidden Nightmares Chica, little birthday aspects here and there.
Nice.
Okay, so now window capture.
I'm actually about to turn 17 this month. I just realized.
I'm 20 years old. I'm old, bro.
Damn. And I'm still in school.
Okay, so now we're gonna turn off the music.
Alright.
So, where do you go here? Shut up, Helpy. I'm a furry. Why is this on my ads? Get this off of my ads.
Huh?
I'm gonna.
What is that?
I'm gonna.
What is that?
Are you furry? Yeah, no, I just blocked it. Okay, thank goodness.
What is that ad? What have you been watching?
I haven't been watching. I haven't. Don't get the wrong idea. I haven't. Roxy did this to me. Roxy corrupted my feed. That is what I'm doing. Roxy corrupted my feed.
With the release of Help Wanted 2.
Alright, so are you able to see this?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. IDS Fantasy, Slay, go.
With the release of Help Wanted 2, we've been given brand new insight into the story of the recent games, but not without leaving plenty of questions that need to be answered. There is, of course, the matter of who we're playing as and what's going on with the game's two endings, but also the presence of Glitch Trap, Candy Cadet, and the game's relevance to previous entries in the series. While people have put forward some guesses as to what the explanations to these things may be, I don't think the correct answers have quite reached mainstream conversation. So stay tuned and consider subscribing, because I'm going to explain.
Did I subscribe? Oh no, I didn't. Oh well, okay.
Wait, what?
Now I did.
You were not
now I did.
subscribed?
I thought I was.
Huh?
I thought I was. I remember subscribing on my work phone. I guess
Okay,
my
now
account.
I definitely have to tell. Now I definitely have to tell. I definitely have to.
No, what I think happened was I subscribed on my work phone when I was on my alt account on YouTube. I subscribed on there. I got it confused with my main thing because now my main thing is on my work phone. So I'm sorry, I just made it say I thought I was subscribed.
No excuses. What is going on?
I'm telling you what happened. That's just how it went. But now I did.
Yeah. It's fine.
I did consider subscribing. IDS. I did consider subscribing.
Just what this game is and why it's so important.
This is so bad. This
For
is
those
so
who may
bad.
not know, Darking Force we end up dealing
Oh, shoot. Okay. I pressed 2. I pressed 2 to change my avatar, but then I forgot.
is and why it's so important to the overarching story. For those who may not know or who do but could use a refresher, Help Wanted 2 starts us off in the pizzeria simulator location beneath the Pizzaplex, with everything looking to be intact. However, as you play, files and screens get hijacked by Glitch Trap, and prizes appear in the hub world, including a Faz Wrench, which can be used to go into a side room with a new Princess Quest arcade machine and an AR inhibitor like the ones in
Dude, like, okay. Real quick. When I saw that ruin puzzle, I was so interested, like, that's unlockable. I was so hyped. And, like, the moment I got the Faz Wrench, I instantly knew what to do with it. I just head straight for the puzzle. Okay, well, maybe I did watch a Transformers thing, like, in between. I did a few things in between. But, like, as soon as I got the Faz Wrench, I instantly knew what it was for. I have an unhealthy tie to this franchise.
Ruin. While you can't access Princess Quest, by turning off the inhibitor, you can remove the vanity mask that it turns out you've
Can
been
you just
wearing
pause the
whole
video
time. With
once?
This, the
Sure.
Yeah, I would just like to point out, it's been less than a minute into this video, and we've already covered this much into the game. I just want to point that out. That's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying.
We've already covered a lot of the points that these two people are going to talk about in these videos. We're just watching the videos for fun and, like, comparing our viewpoints.
pizzeria is revealed to be in the dilapidated state we see in Security Breach, and you're able to play
basically nothing these people are going to say is going to be new until this
the
point.
real and AR worlds.
Yeah.
From here, there are 2 endings you can get. The first you can
It's the screenshot of Pomni again. Yeah, because I'm a freaking loser. I made an ass of myself just now. I'm so dumbass. This is what I deserve. This is my punishment. Also, shout out to Fusion Z Gamer.
get just by completing mini games that end up with you being gifted
Yeah, no,
action figures of
she
Freddy,
always
Bonnie,
uses
Chica, Foxy,
Fusion's
Golden Freddy,
footage.
and the puppet.
She
which then
rarely
fuse
actually
together.
plays them
when you try to
herself,
grab the
so,
fused action
yeah.
figure, a charging pod appears and the door slides open. What looks to be Glitch Trap's hand grabs the door from
I
the
instantly
inside, and
knew
the
that
lights
was
go
Glitch
out.
Trap.
Then the lights turn back on, and the player is jumped by a bunch of Nightmare-owned staff bots before taking on Maskbot's point of view at the beginning of Ruin and handing Cassie the Vanny Mask. The other ending can only be obtained by solving.
Wait a minute!
Here is Glitch Trap's hand grabs the door.
What
from
did
the
she just
inside,
say
and
about the
lights
staff
go out.
bots? Hold
Then
on.
the lights turn back on, and the player is jumped by a bunch of Nightmare.
Wait, what?
I don't know if you're gonna laugh at me or not, but legit, the entire time I knew of these guys' existence, I never made the connection of them being Nightmarion.
What? How?
I didn't know.
Nightmarion jump scare sound effect is literally in the jump scare.
What? I
How?
didn't
How did you
know
miss
that. I didn't
It's
know
literally
that.
in-
I didn't pay attention. I never liked these guys too much in the first place. I never paid attention to them.
Bruh.
I never paid attention to them. I just noticed, like, I didn't notice that their chest had the writing "in your dreams" until I played Help Wanted 2. I did not notice that until I played the game. I never cared about these guys. How am I supposed to know?
You didn't even make the visual connection.
No!
With the face? I mean,
No!
to be fair, yes, like in game, yes, like they're actually called alpha staff bots, but yeah, like people just call them nightmare staff bots anyway. So yeah, still, come on, dude, you cannot miss this as a FNAF theorist.
Yeah, the Pomni emote is gonna be on for a little while longer.
Bro's losing his mind.
Oh, no,
All right, okay, moving.
I
on.
heard Nightmare on and I
Let's
was
move
like,
on.
wait, what?
I'm surprised you didn't make the connection. You're a FNAF theorist.
I know, but I'm a dumbass. I've said this multiple times.
Our own staff bots before taking on Mascot's point of view at the beginning of Ruin and handing Cassie the Vanny Max. The other ending can only be obtained by solving puzzles in certain minigames and getting handed plushies referred to officially as memories by Glitchtrap. Each plushie has a map on it corresponding with the 6 main haunted animatronics, and once you collect them all, you can get a purple coin to put in the Princess Quest machine, allowing you to play the game. It starts with the princess being told
Actually, hold on.
you are one
Can you just
and you
pause it?
Okay.
I was kind of wondering, yeah. So like, what? Yes, like, would yeah, is it possible? Yes, like once you have the purple coin. Yeah. So what if you gave that to Candy Cadet? Does anything happen if you actually did that?
I never experimented with that, but you know, it would have been mentioned if something happened in either of these videos.
Probably.
So it would have been mentioned.
Yeah,
it would have been mentioned because it's
yeah.
such. It would
Somebody,
be.
yeah. Somebody probably would have found it by now.
Think
That's the
about
thing,
like
yeah.
think about it. Think about it. That's a very common idea. So if it's so common, then wouldn't that point be made in either of these videos? Of course, someone.
Yeah, true.
Of course, someone
Yeah.
would think that you could put in Candy Cadet, but no, that's not how it works. In fact, once you put it once you put it in the Princess Quest machine, you can't use it again. So like.
Yeah.
Same
yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's
same
the
thing for Candy Cadet. So like, of course not. No, because if you put in Candy Cadet, you can't get the Princess Quest ending. So no, I don't think that's how it works. But that is a
Yeah,
nice...
but like, no, I'm thinking, yes, like if you give it to Candy Cadet, yes, like, it's like, does anything else happen? That's kind of.
I don't think anything happens. Yeah. That's a good point to make. I didn't think of that either. I never thought about that either until now.
I mean, hey, that's why these streams are good. That's why these discussion streams are good. They give you new ideas. Give you a new perspective.
Calm down. It's okay. No. It's not okay. I am in utter agony whenever I miss out on something that's so blatantly obvious that I just don't pick up on it.
It's okay.
I feel like FizzNom when he asked the question, do crows lay eggs? I feel like FizzNom when he called the platypus's bills beaks.
You remain. What is left that is hidden, now go to next room. Ignoring the strange grammar of those sentences, you direct the princess to pick up the sword and you play through the game, eventually collecting a key that unlocks a door, landing the princess in the same room as the player. Upon having the princess slash you with her sword, you pick up the sword yourself and continue to play in first person through Princess Quest, and come to a graveyard that matches up with the one in the original, now with each gravestone having a memory plushie next to it. You have to light all of the graves to proceed, but if you do them in the order that you had to in the original Princess Quest, a secret passage containing a Bonnie mask said to look familiar will open up. Additionally, once all the torches are lit, doors open leading to the old
will you pause it once?
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Go back to the frame. Yes. Like to the frame where the Bonnie mask was.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So it is actually kind of different. Yes, like compared to the one. Compared to the ones that we see in Help Wanted 1, right?
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
not
we
exactly
see
the same.
In a real,
different.
Like, this is an interesting point. FizzNom, the FNaF Plus man, not anymore. FizzNom doesn't do anything with the franchise anymore, but like, FizzNom used to be big into FNaF. Even after Security Breach, where his love for the franchise was in shambles, he still found a way to have fun with the franchise, and he still kept doing stuff on it. And he would still, if it wasn't... We're not going to talk about it. Nope, we're not getting into it. But like...
Let's talk about the actual theory.
Yeah. In Ruin, the Foxy and Bonnie mask are the only ones that show up in Ruin. So I figured like that was a very specific detail. Like I guess you could have made that a hint, but at the same time, I still wasn't buying it. It still wasn't concrete enough for me to even consider it.
Yeah, interestingly enough, yes, like the Foxy and Bonnie masks, yeah, from like Ruin, right? Yeah, so like, yes, like those are the exact same masks that we
From
see in
Help Wanted
Wanted.
1. Help Wanted
Yeah,
1,
but like,
yeah.
yeah,
But then
yeah,
in this
exactly.
one, it's
Yeah, but,
FNaF
like,
1
this one's kinda
Bonnie!
different.
This one is just FNaF 1 Bonnie's head!
Yeah,
This one's just...
yeah.
It's not even a mask, it's
This is
just...
technically not even a mask. Yeah.
It's just Bonnie's head. It's just
Sets look
Bonnie's head.
familiar will open up. Additionally,
Yeah.
once all the torches are lit, doors open leading to the old man from the original Princess Quest series, who you give the Vanny mask to in exchange for the Glitch Trap plushie from the original Help Wanted, and he calls it a fair trade. Then the wall opens to the sister location elevator, which takes you down to the inside of a claw machine with a massive Vanny staring in from the outside. Moon takes the Glitch Trap plushie from you and drops it down the prize chute. Vanny takes it out, with it manifesting as the full Glitch Trap in her hand. Glitch Trap cowers in fear as Vanny crushes it, then waves goodbye as she backs away into the fog. So, with that all said, what does any of that mean? Well, to answer that question, let's start with Candy Cadet. Just like in Ruin, where Candy Cadet tells a metaphorical story about the mimic luring Cassie to its location with a voice she would trust, we're given a story that seems to...
Okay, the reason why I didn't tie this story in with the Mimic and Cassie is because why would they tell a metaphor about the same story twice? That's what I want to ask.
Yeah.
Why would they talk about it 2 times? People are saying, like, Cassie is, like, it's like the inside of an oven, so, like, that's a tie it in that story. I think that's just a coincidence. I don't feel like... It could be made just to show that Cassie would survive, but that's pretty obvious, because Cassie, like, Roxy says Cassie, and it could lead to something after... I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious that I feel like it's for something else. I don't think it's about the same story again.
explain the narrative of Help Wanted 2. In this case, the story is about a young woman who, when she was a kid, got lured into a forest by a witch who wanted to eat her and managed to escape the oven. However, she was left with a permanent scar, so when she grew up, she went back to the forest, confident that her age and experience would allow her to get revenge. A young boy met her at the entrance and offered to guide her, so she followed him towards a house. He told her to rest before killing the witch, and because she was tired, she decided to kill the witch in the morning. She went into the house with the boy.
The witch would finally have her
saying
meal.
that the oven door closed, the witch would finally have her meal. From this, we get a few major pieces of information about what's going on in this game. First of all, it seems pretty clear that the witch in this story is supposed to be Glitch Trap, since Glitch Trap is the overarching force we end up dealing with in the endings. And I think it's likely that the oven and being eaten would be representative of falling under Glitch Trap's control or something along those lines. We can also infer that this isn't the first time our character has dealt with Glitch Trap. Rather, there was some point earlier on where we were confronted with it, were led astray, and managed to escape, even if it was with some sort of lasting damage to show for it. Help Wanted 2 would most likely be the latter portion of the story, with our character returning sometime later for revenge. And be someone who has not only experienced dealing with Glitch Trap before, but managed to escape him. Because of this, I've seen a few different interpretations of who we're playing.
Sitting at the edge of my seat.
Being that we play as Vanessa after being freed from Glitch Trap thanks to Princess Quest. After all, she was under Glitch Trap's influence, and
I made these connections before watching anyone
imply that she managed to
talk
escape
about
Glitch
this.
Trap. Under this theory, Help Wanted 2 would be her returning. The thing is, this is where the idea starts to fall apart.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, I did not watch anyone's theories on this game. So you know...
Oh, so it's actually the first time for you. Okay.
Yeah, because this is I never watched any theories based on this game except for Right Toast on who we're playing as. And, like, the fact that I was able to come up with all those ties by myself, it makes me proud. You know, I'm genuinely proud. Do not support ad blocker. Do not support ad blocker. These people need their money, so I'm just gonna skip.
In the Princess Quest ending of Help Wanted 2, we give Glitch Trap to Vanny to destroy. And while I wouldn't say that Vanny appearing rules out a Vanessa protagonist by being Vanessa herself, as I do believe Security Breach and Help Wanted Vanessa are different characters, Vanny making an appearance definitely seems to...
I mean... she has mentioned that a few times. Yes, I know. Yeah. It's a separate video.
Ideas Fantasy. Listen, I'll agree with everything else you say because you're very talented, you're very smart, but at the same time, I wouldn't be. I'm willing to go against that idea, though. I'm willing to go against. If I were to battle you on anything, it'd be this. Because of Help Wanted 2, it literally shows, like, Vanny clearing Glitch Trap out of Vanessa's mind, so they're pretty much the same character. I'm pretty sure that was Vanessa's spirit on the top of the building because we didn't free her, we just killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
Why that she wasn't actually freed in the first place. I have an entire video going over why I think the Princess Quest ending of Security Breach
W
may not be
thumbnail.
the canon one if you're interested, but either way, Vanny and Glitch Trap are both around for this game. So to say Vanessa escaped Glitch Trap and willingly went back for revenge doesn't really work in the context of Glitch Trap not being destroyed to allow that to happen in the first place. So with Vanessa ruled out, what about Cassie? She used a Vanny mask just like the one in Help Wanted 2 throughout Ruin, which seems to be tied to Glitch Trap thanks to it making an appearance in Help Wanted and Princess Quest. And in Ruin, she escaped the Mimic, which many suggest that Glitch Trap is. Help Wanted 2 would then be...
Yeah. At first, it could have been possible, but when you go to the second part of the story, that makes no sense. Because her story would end at the first half of the story. Why would they talk about future events and outright spoil a future game? That is, no, Cassie's 100% ruled out now. I did not come up with that deduction until right now. Cassie's ruled out.
Be her coming back for revenge after the events of Ruin. There are a few reasons I think this isn't the case. For one thing, one of the minigames we play involves us giving Roxy the mask she eventually wears in Ruin, which not only explains the design change, but when combined with the ending of us giving Cassie the Vanny mask, seems to imply that the events of Help Wanted 2 were sometime between main game Security Breach and the events of Ruin. While one could argue that everything in this game is just Cassie experiencing someone else's memories, that would still raise the question of whose memories they would be and why Cassie would be dealing with them. This is especially true given the relevance of Glitch Trap. Candy Cadet's story implies that Glitch Trap hurt the protagonist sometime in the past, and now they're coming back to get revenge on him. In Ruin, Cassie has a Vanny mask and saw Vanny, but Glitch Trap himself was not the entity she was dealing with. Her antagonist was the Mimic. And despite the theories of many members of the community, I think that there is a very important distinction to make here, and that involves Glitch Trap's ties to William Afton. Most of my thoughts on the subject can be found in some of my previous videos, and the majority of what I talk about in those videos
Also
still
W
holds
thumbnail.
up, even though many of them were made before Ruin revealed Mimic's design and
What do you think of my thumbnail? Because, like, it's an art style I kind of came up with without using inspiration from how other people draw retro art. And, like, I made a thumbnail on it. Like, what do you think of mine?
It's cool. It's nice. From like all the ones which you have shown so far, I like the whole 8-bit style of it. Especially with like the comparisons and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm gonna be drawing public domain Mickey, and then I'm going to be like using him as a thumbnail. So I figured like I'll be consistent with this for a bit, but I won't if it doesn't work out.
and just how different it is from burn traps. Because of that, I don't plan on rehashing all my thoughts on the Mimic Trap theory in this video, though I may make a video on the topic in the future if either enough people seem interested or I can't resist the impulse to make another one anymore. But, as it stands, I think the evidence in Help Wanted 2 is actually pretty solid for Glitch Trap being primarily William Afton on its own. That isn't to say I don't think Mimic is involved with Glitch Trap at all. In fact, in Princess Quest 3, you need both a green rabbit plush, which in Help Wanted 2 we see represents Glitch Trap specifically, and the Vanny mask as a separate item to get the key needed to complete Princess Quest and defeat Glitch Trap implies to me that Glitch Trap itself is William, just hijacking the Mimic program. That would explain why Glitch Trap has ties to William, as well as why there are elements of the Mimic still there. It's not just one or the other, it's a virus that formed when some of William's code from the circuit boards in Help Wanted latched on and hijacked the Mimic 1 program in order to find a way out of the nightmare coma he was trapped in for Ultimate Custom Night. This would also explain the imagery used in
I
both
guess
of
that would
Help Wanted 2's ending.
explain why Old Man Consequences is there, like in Princess Quest.
Yeah,
I think that would explain the reason.
That would tie in. Leave the demon to his demons, but that's I mean, it could work because
But then-
William technically escaped hell because Old Man Consequences was like, hey, William's there, just leave him be. But as soon as William got out, Old Man Consequences was like, oh frick, hold on, I gotta, no time for fishing. I gotta book it. I gotta get in contact with whoever's out there and put him back. You know?
Also, I was kind of thinking, right? Like after Princess Quest 4, the Princess, right? So is it confirmed to be Cassidy then? Yeah, because like it can't be Vanessa because like we do see Vanny as like a separate character, right?
Matt Pat's
I
made
don't
a
think it can be Vanessa. So yeah.
The princess could be Golden Freddy. I don't know. I'll leave that open. I don't really care too much.
To be
about
fair,
that.
I guess my point is, like if we're seeing Old Man Consequences, right? Why can't Cassidy be?
Exactly, because you see the Princess Quest and Old Man Consequences again, and the Princess is yellow. It is Golden Freddy. Like, I think she might be going Freddy's spirit. I think it might be. But what is... I think the relationship with Old Man Consequences and William is like an owner and their pet. Because as soon as the pet's in the nook in the crib, he just goes, let them do their thing, let them be. But as soon as they get out of the crib, you have to pay attention. You have to get involved. So I think that's what's going on here. Because William isn't just any resident of hell. He's literally like someone who's done the impossible. Every other person who's gone to hell has never been able to crawl their way back out. William succeeded in that. And that's what's got Old Man Consequences' attention. Is he Satan? No, I don't think so. But I think he's in this universe. I think he's somewhere in between the two worlds or something like that. I don't know.
To be fair, it's not literal hell though, right? Yeah.
It is. Well, it is.
Hell,
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's literal. Scott's a Christian. It's like William Afton in the FNaF universe.
In that context, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the exact name was right. Yeah. So it was the man in room 1280, right? Yeah. So in that story, yes, like he's not actually dead. He's just being tortured. But while he's in a coma, basically.
Yeah. But I don't.
So it's not like he's dead.
I don't think
he's being kept alive. Yeah.
I don't think that's canon to the games though. I think William Afton actually died in FNaF 6.
It's a parallel. I'm not saying it's like directly canon. It's a parallel to the game.
I think what happened is that William was like directly sent into actual hell, but you know, we don't know what hell is actually like. Nobody does. So Scott just put it as, all right, let's make it so that William experiences all the pain and misery from the past by putting in a bunch of old characters. That's why, you know, it makes sense because it's why, how else would dreamt hallucinations be able to remember all that? Remember things that William Afton wasn't even there for. Like, you know, it makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
In the Maskbot ending, we see Glitch Trap coming out of a charging point, and while it doesn't swing open like Burn Traps in Security Breach, this imagery definitely seems to point to Glitch Trap and Burn Trap being at their core the same entity. And since, in my opinion, chances of the Mimic being Burn Trap, or at least being in control of Burn Trap, are incredibly low, that entity would be William Afton. However, one argument made in favor of Mimic Trap is that in the files, the assets for this ending are labeled Help Trap, with the idea being that this would refer to the Helpy program in the Vanny Mask being Glitch Trap. However, due to Princess Quest 4 and certain cut lines in the files for Help Wanted 2, I don't think this is the case.
YouTube Music Premium lets you play over...
YouTube Music Premium lets you be able to skip this ad. Alright.
Originally, there was going to be a voice that would guide the player towards the steps needed to unlock the princess.
Okay, I did agree with Pat that Helpy could be Glitch Trap because it's spelled wrong and all that, and he disappears once Glitch Trap is wiped out from Vanessa's head, but at the same time, I never knew about that. Help Trap in the files. I don't look in the files, so it's always new information when someone brings something from the files up.
Actually, at this point, it's actually an interesting one, actually. I won't say anything just yet, but yeah. I'll say it later.
Oh, yeah. This line is important. I was able to upload some helpful code. It should look like a key. There we go. So that's Vanessa talking, I think. Find a place where we can talk safely. You need to listen to me carefully. Don't help it escape. It's using you to finish where she left off. Only a small piece of his code remains. Oh, maybe it's not Vanessa talking. It is bound to the past.
No,
Find its memories and return.
No, it is Vanessa.
It's using to finish where she left off. Maybe Vanessa's referring to Vanny? I don't know.
Where she... Actually, hold on. I guess it could be the Old Man Consequences. Yeah, because like where she left off. Yeah, so then that would be referring to either Vanny or... I guess... Okay, hold on. Where she left off. Yeah, okay. What if it's... Yeah, it could also be a reference to like Deep Girl, maybe? Where like she left off.
Yeah, it's saying like, it kept you for a reason. So yeah, Glitch Trap probably could have killed Cassie's dad. That could imply that Glitch Trap could have killed Cassie's dad at any point, but he didn't until the Vanny ending because he thought he could use him. He thought he could use Cassie's dad to escape, but when he found out that that wasn't an option, Glitch Trap, after the Vanny ending takes place, he just was like, alright, this guy got me blocked. This guy's got me blocked from Vanessa's Twitter account permanently. Alright, it's time to kill this man. It's time to kill this man. I'll find another way. I'll stay down here for a little while longer. It's like Bill Cipher. He gets banished back into the nothingness realm and goes like, whatever. I've done this once already. I'll get out eventually. So maybe he's technically not out loose, but at the same time, he's still alive down there. Deactivate the inhibitor, remove your mask, see the world for what it really is. Your memories are freed. Use the token, bring him to me. Like, that's that's really cool. That's really cool.
Get into the final game, they do still give insight into the thought
Glitch
process
trap.
that
I'm
went
killing
into
this.
the
I'm
game's
killing this
story.
Cassie's
Seems to line
Cassie's
up
dad
with
6'9" now.
This
He
in
called
mind,
me
there
fat
are
on
a few
Twitter.
interesting things in here, such as the heavy implication that
Oh,
the
Nor.
plushies are Glitch Trap's memories, which, when considering the fact that the memories are of the 5 missing kids and Charlie, seems to add further credibility to the William argument, since even if the Mimic saw the missing children incident somehow, it wouldn't have seen Charlie's death. But the line that I particularly want to draw attention to here is the one that says, "Don't help it escape." While we don't know the full context of these lines, I think that the reference of helping
pretty
kids
obvious,
escape
I think.
is what the term help trap refers to. Glitch trap is using us to do what it wants, and we see it escape from the charging pod in the help trap ending, which leads to us getting jumped by staff bots. The way I see it, the help trap ending is called as such because by collecting the action figures and allowing them to combine, we help Glitch trap before getting attacked and potentially killed and ending up possessing Maskbot to give the Vanny mask to Cassie and Ruin. While you could still choose to interpret this as helpy trap, Help Wanted 2's other ending seems to reinforce that this isn't the case. In the Princess Quest ending, you have to trade in the Vanny mask to receive the plush that transforms into Glitch Trap. This implies that even if the two are connected, the plushie representing Glitch Trap and the Vanny mask are not exactly the same thing. If we go back to the cut lines I mentioned, one of them says, "It's using you to finish where she left off, only a small piece of his code remains," before the next set of lines starts talking about how it is bound to the past and you need to find its memories. One thing I'd like to note here is the distinction between it and his. It is used for the one using the player, and the one who is bound to the past through memories. With Glitch Trap appearing all over the place and being the one holding the memory plushies, I think that it is Glitch Trap. Meanwhile, the term his is used to refer to a piece of code belonging to someone. With Glitch Trap's visual appearance and the context of the virus being present in Help Wanted due to old circuit boards being scanned for pathfinding, I think that his code refers to the portion of William's code that attached itself to the rest, creating Glitch Trap as we know it. It is Glitch Trap, and it only has a small portion of William's code, keeping it that way. It could be that by collecting William's memories embedded in Glitch Trap, we're in a metaphorical sense exposing the code connecting William to Glitch Trap. Meanwhile, the Vanny mask is what has—
This is just so complicated. She just spouted off just now about the differences between the different glitch traps, and now I'm just confused. It used to be so simple before watching this video. Did you keep up with all that? Come on, be real.
Kind of. Basically, basically, she's saying, yes, like, like at the end, like in this ending, right? Like she ends up killing William's part of the code, basically. So the his part, like that is referring, like William's part, because like she's saying like Glitch Trap and William are like kind of different, but also the same thing.
It's
Like in this context, they're like different entities.
If William is removed, then why would Glitch Trap still be there? Glitch Trap is tied to William. If it wasn't for William, the design of Glitch Trap would not be the form of the code. So I think I just want to simplify it and just have it be where part of Glitch Trap, part of Glitch part of Glitch Trap's design, part of Glitch Trap's code is removed, but I think it's all just tied to William, or maybe it's just not William at all. I don't care.
Yeah.
This is why I don't care. This is why.
Who in the files is labeled OMC,
It's simpler,
like
I
we
get
stand
it.
for Old Man Consequences.
Before Security Breach was released, when the Vanessa poster dropped, I thought Tape Girl and Vanessa were the same person, but I also thought Vanny and Vanessa were separate people, so yeah. Vanessa and Bunny, that cannot be a coincidence. Oh gosh, yeah, it was so stupid. Like, dude, Vanessa looked so different in the poster before the actual game.
Calls it a fair trade. What if that's because once you receive the Glitch Trap plush representing the code connecting Glitch Trap to William and give it to Vanny to finally destroy, you're cutting off William's connection and really just trading one hostile entity, the Glitch Trap virus controlled by William, for another in the Mimic. This could also be why Glitch Trap itself doesn't really make any appearances in Ruin outside of Graffiti. It was present and still in Vanny for some time after the events of main game Security Breach, but it was what happened in Help Wanted 2 that finally purged it from the system, leaving only the Mimic behind. In any case, no matter what stance you have on the Mimic's connection—
That's actually a good point, I didn't think about that. So Glitch Trap is still around, but he doesn't show up in Ruin. But then again, he could just be within the confines I don't know. Maybe Glitch Trap's return wasn't planned in Ruin. I think it was planned afterwards, which kind of explains why. But if you really want to get cryptic, I'm pretty sure the reason why all that purple glitch is still around in Ruin. I'm pretty sure that signifies that, yeah, he's still around. Look at all that purple. There's purple everywhere. There's purple on the walls, purple on the floors, purple on the ceilings. It's just so... The AR world has other colors in Ruin, but literally more than 75% of it is just purple.
Yeah.
Wait at that. I don't know. I honestly feel like Glitch Trap didn't show up in Ruin because none of this was planned. Steel Wool is horrible at planning stories ahead of time.
To Glitch Trap, the way evidence points to Help Wanted 2 taking place before Ruin kind of rules Cassie out from the likely player candidates. Gregory is a similar case, even though we know he was controlled by Glitch Trap. While he did, presumably, break free from Glitch Trap's influence as of Security Breach, and the gender difference between Gregory being a boy and the character in the Candy Cadet story wouldn't really matter since the one about Cassie and Ruin had the gender swapped as well, the Carney animatronic in Help Wanted 2 says that the player looks like they could have kids. Gregory, meanwhile, does not look like he could have kids, and the between Security Breach and Ruin...
Nah, he's illegal. It's illegal. Arrest him.
What?
What do you think of FNaF AR? Yeah, it's really fun. I really like it. I like all the skins. You know, I feel like the skins gave me more of an attachment to AR than beforehand.
Robot kid or not, he would
one
not
thing.
be old enough to
Yeah, so like it's kind of jarring to be. Yes, like whenever I think about it, yes, like Gregory's supposed to be like 14 during the events of Security Breach.
That is not. Does that look like a 14-year-old?
That's so weird.
Does that look like a 14-year-old?
No, but he is. Canonically has to be 14. That's the weird part. He does not look 14.
No. What are you talking about?
However, while Gregory can't
no,
really be a father, there is one
he's
character
actually
we know of
14,
who is a dad, and it just
according
so
to,
happens
GGY.
that we know that
That's
said
stupid.
character
That's
had
stupid.
and knows how to use a fast
I
switch
know.
due to his status as a Fazbear Entertainment technician.
I don't
will
make
find
the rules,
Bonnie
I
Mask
just follow
familiar
them,
as Bonnie is his
unfortunately.
favorite character, and just so happens to have a major spotlight shown on him just months before Help Wanted 2 came out, thanks to the Ruin DLC, highlighting that Cassie's dad fits these criteria exactly. But I don't think it's just as simple as us playing as some guy who happens to be a Fazbear technician and related to the protagonist of Ruin. No, with the clues left by Candy Cadet and other hints dropped by both Help Wanted games, not only do I think that he's most likely who we play as, but I think there's one major part of his identity that the community at large has overlooked.
Adventure through a world of...
Oh, this is it. This is it. Pokemon Scarlet. Let's go. No. This is it. This is it.
Yo.
This is it. This is my theory.
With the Bonnie Mask hidden in Princess Quest, many people are focused on
I
the
came up with
theory
it
that Cassie's
first.
dad is the Bonnie Bully that we see in FNaF. Well, I definitely think that's a possibility if we excuse for the fact that the guy would then be in his 50s when Cassie was born.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did point that out, but I never thought about it too much. Yeah, like, okay, this...
I mean, it's possible.
30...
I don't think
Over
it's
30
not possible.
years? Over 30 years of a difference? And then,
I mean-
and including how many years it took for FNaF 6 and the Pizzaplex to be built. Neither of those locations were built in a day, especially the Pizzaplex, so like, Cassie's dad is boomer. Cassie's dad is 100% a boomer.
And I think it would be
strong
pretty
theory.
cool personally. That's not what I think is the most important here. After all, Candy Cadet's story spoke of someone who, at some time in the past, was led astray and almost, but not quite, eaten by the witch, or hijacked by Glitch Trap before returning years later for revenge. If Cassie's dad is indeed the character of this story, Help Wanted 2 isn't the first time he's encountering Glitch Trap. This is him coming back for revenge, which means that at some point before this, Cassie's dad came into contact with Glitch Trap and was almost hijacked before managing to escape with a permanent scar. And the thing is,
Yes!
thanks to the story of the original Help Wanted, and especially thanks to another YouTuber called the Oof Troop for pointing out the idea to me while we were talking about Help Wanted 2 a couple days after release, I think
What?
we know just how this encounter played
Jeremy!
out. In Help Wanted, you learn about Glitch Trap through these tapes recorded by a former beta tester for the game that we call Tape Girl. However, Glitch Trap's story isn't the only one we hear about. Quite a bit of time is spent describing, from an outsider's perspective, the experience of the beta tester before Tape Girl, a man named Jeremy. Jeremy was the one to first note the appearance of Glitch Trap after the supposed pathfinding
Wait, hold on.
circuit boards were scanned.
Can you just pause it once?
Yeah. Oh, you say once, but you've paused it like 7 times.
Fair enough. No, I just want to say, yeah, somewhere in your chat said Pokemon is mid. I just want to say, nuh-uh, it's not mid. Alright,
Well, when the best quotes of Pokemon are literally...
Wait, what?
Yeah, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? The Pokemon games.
No. Yeah, and I got it. No, no. That was not
Like
the point.
the Pokemon, dude. The Pokemon games have the best voice acting. Like, listen to this.
Yep.
Get that man an Oscar. Get that man an Oscar. I mean, like, it doesn't have the
Yeah, but
best.
they're not mid.
It's.
Not mid.
I like them, but at the same time, I don't know. They look kind of cheap.
It's
in
its
my
own genre. It's its own genre. Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't think it's mid, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of other a lot of other companies cook way better games nowadays. I feel
Yeah,
like
of course. Yeah,
As
yeah,
he
yeah.
continued
yeah.
testing the
That I
game,
agree
he
with.
started having nightmares, would space out at work, and looked to be in worse health. He started getting written up for minor offenses.
Like, would I rather play a Pokemon game or God of War Ragnarok? I mean, come on now. Which one would you?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
As the company
Fair
started
enough.
looking for reasons to fire him, but eventually that stopped being a concern. Tape Girl mentions that the day of the incident, she came in early and thought she was alone in the building. She noticed that the light in the supply room was on, and it's implied that she walked into the room. She says she saw what looked like a Halloween mask on the floor, along with what she assumed to be spilled ink. Then she heard noise from the testing room and went there to check on Jeremy, who looked to have spilled ink all over himself and had his head covered by the VR headset. Tape Girl mentions that Jeremy would have known where the guillotine paper slicer was in the supply room since he used to do design work, the likely implication being that Jeremy used it on himself to remove whatever the Halloween mask-looking item was, and that the ink was probably actually blood. While there's a bit more that Tape Girl talks about, such as how she was brought on as a beta tester, I think there's a reason there's so much focus on Jeremy in these recordings. Jeremy was the first person to encounter Glitch Trap directly, and the only one we know of outside of Tape Girl and the other characters I've already gone over to have done so. He also ended his career as a beta tester by slicing off what Tape Girl described as a Halloween mask along with presumably part of his face, which, if he survived, would certainly leave a lifelong scar. And what's especially
Yes!
interesting is that not only does one of the game over screens in Help Wanted display the phrase "Remember Jeremy," but so does one of the achievements in Help Wanted 2. The first time you collect a memory, you get an achievement called "Remember Jeremy." Where
Yeah, I did know about that, which is another thing that tied it.
Oh, yeah,
Another
that's
thing that tied it. I just forgot to mention it, but I did notice that. I didn't know that's another thing that tied it.
the image used to represent it is of the memory plush with the Bonnie mask. While I do think that the Bonnie mask in Princess Quest could be an indicator of the Bonnie bully from FNaF 4, with the establishment of Jeremy as a character in Help Wanted, the return of the phrase "Remember Jeremy," and the Candy Cadet story being about someone who was scarred in a previous encounter with Glitch Trap, I don't just think we play as Cassie's dad, but also Jeremy from the original Help Wanted. Here's how I think things played out. Jeremy, after beta testing, was barely able to escape Glitch Trap's clutches, and he used the guillotine paper slicer to do so. With how Tape Girl says she went over to the room Jeremy was in when she heard noise, we know that the mask she saw wasn't in the room with Jeremy, meaning she would have been able to see it clearly enough to realize if it was just a removed human face. With this in mind, the mask's design was likely in the vein of either the Vanny mask, a Bonnie one, or something else along those lines that would fit the description of a Halloween mask. We know the Vanny mask puts an occipital transponder in the wearer's head to allow permanent functionality with the mask, and even if his mask wasn't of the Vanny variety specifically, it likely
What was that voice in the background? Other people were having an argument in the background. Don't worry about it.
functioned in a similar vein. With the way the mask just covers the face, that only leaves that covered area for the transponder to be planted in. As such, Jeremy used the slicer on his face to remove it. He may not have even sliced off his entire face in order to do so, but rather just the portion including the chip, increasing his chances of survival. In any case, Jeremy survived, though with a permanent
Wait, so you're still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, okay. What was that voice? What was that voice in the background? People in the background were just having an argument. I do not live alone. It kind of sucks, but hey, that's life.
scar as a result. Then, years later, after the Pizzaplex was built, Jeremy signed up for a job as a technician at Fazbear Entertainment. The VR game he'd
Okay,
been working
let me
on
see here.
had been for them, so maybe, by working for them, he'd find a way to destroy the entity that had hurt him so much. Some have suggested that he's the one speaking in the notes in Security Breach about trying and failing to beat all the Princess Quest games to save the princess.
Something I just remembered actually. Yeah, so so if we if we see like both the Faz wrenches, like from Ruin as well as Help Wanted 2, they have the same code behind them. I think it was
Wait, what?
395248. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's the
that.
exact same code. Yeah.
I
It's
did.
the same Faz wrench. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And it and it's the wall code from
Oh,
FNaF 3.
that-
395248.
Oh, that
It's
couldn't.
it's the wall code from FNaF 3.
It
Yeah.
looks. So when Cassie said it looks just like my dad's, it was that quote.
Because it is.
Had a lot more meaning.
It is.
That is the same
Yeah.
Faz wrench. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's cool.
It is.
nonsense.
Yep,
I think this
it
is
is.
technically possible, and it would be a good way to explain him trying to destroy Glitchtrap, but the one labeled Arcade Conspiracy says that it was part of an exit interview, implying that whoever was speaking in that note got fired. It's possible that he got fired and then went back later for the events of Help Wanted 2, though Cassie's dialogue in Ruin seems to imply that her dad is the current rather than former owner of a Phasm Wrench, so I'm hesitant to say that's the case. It's also possible that one of the notes was from Cassie's dad, but the other wasn't, which would then solve that issue, but either way, Jeremy was doing something, and that caught Glitchtrap's attention. I always found it interesting when Ruin revealed that Gregory had reached out to Cassie when she was alone on her birthday to make friends with her. At that point in time, Gregory presumably would have been under Glitchtrap's control himself, so what reason would he have had to befriend Cassie? Kids at school or something would make sense since he had to blend in, but while it's technically...
While I don't completely dislodge the fact that Gregory might be a robot, I really don't merge Gregory and Glitchtrap. I really don't. It makes things way more complicated than it needs to be. Me personally.
I think it's just with the books, right? Yes, like yes, like or yeah, with stories, yes, like GGY for yeah. So he was under the possession, yeah, of, like the mimic, yeah, or like Glitchtrap or something. Yeah. So from that aspect, yeah, so that is the case, but yeah, like you could just not consider it, yeah, for the games and stuff. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's really not that important.
Game theory is gonna talk about it, Gregory being a villain and all that, and I'm just gonna be pissed the whole time.
Possible there was no ulterior
He's
motive
just-
due
yeah,
to his other
you're just gonna
actions as
roll your
Patient
eyes
46. I think he did have one in befriending Cassie. After all, Gregory was Patient 46 in the first place because he was going to the same therapist as Vanessa to keep an eye on her and her communications with the therapists. So what if the reason
Yes.
he befriended Cassie was to keep an eye on her father? Glitchtrap knew that Jeremy was now working in the Pizzaplex and couldn't have him operating unmonitored, so he had Gregory put himself in a position where he would be able to do just that. At some point, the events of Security Breach played out. Burntrap probably got yoinked by the Blob, and the Pizzaplex fell into ruin as
I don't
the Blob
agree with
tunneled
that,
its way
Eddie.
in.
Nope,
Jeremy
nope.
left a note for his daughter telling her he'd be gone for a while and return to the Pizzaplex.
I've actually talked
While
to
I don't
her
know
yes,
exactly
like,
how
few
this
times
would have
about
played
that,
out with
you
the
know.
When was the last time you talked to her?
It was like yeah, I think it was like a few days ago. But yeah, like yeah, I have mentioned yes, like my whole theory about that before. Yeah. So it has a okay. It's gonna take me a while yeah, to like explain it to you. So I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
don't-
show
yeah,
you,
let's-
yes,
let's-
like,
let's-
the whole.
Let's worry about it.
yeah.
Let's worry about it later, okay? Maybe on a future stream you could invite her and we could have like a three-way talk about the timeline I'm currently building up. You know,
I'll
that'd
see
be
if
pretty
we can
fun.
make that work.
That-
we'll see. Yeah,
that
we'll see if we
could-
can make that work.
Yeah, that could be really fun. It could be really fun.
Also, yeah, instead what I'm gonna do, yeah, so I'm just gonna send you, yeah, this 1,500 word email which I sent to Rytoast.
Oh, 1,500 words? Nah, we'll save that.
With
We'll save
images.
that. We'll save
With
that for then.
images, yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
save that for then. By the way, did Rytoast ever respond?
I don't think he responds. Yeah, but like, it was for like his whole like podcast episode thing. Yeah, so he might show it off someday. So hoping for the best.
I mean, yeah. IDS does know Rytoast, so maybe Rytoast will notice you, dude. Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah, it's fine.
the information that we currently have. Somehow, he got lured into putting on a
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask. Did Rytoast ever show up on the charity stream? The Mexican
I think
charity.
actually donated. Yeah. I think he did.
Did he like show up in VC or anything like that?
No, I don't think so. No.
And there you go. See, that's why you don't put YouTubers in the thumbnails that are not guaranteed to appear. That is, yeah, you wouldn't catch me doing that.
mask and was brought to the pizzeria simulator location for the events of Help Wanted
Don't
2.
expect
Then, in his
anyone
efforts
to do
destroy the
anything
entity that had
because
been
of
haunting
you
him for
want them to
years,
do it.
Not only did Jeremy accidentally help it, but even if afterward he may have somehow found a way to allow another to destroy William Afton's code and free herself, he still caused his own downfall and ended up dooming his own daughter to the events of ruin in the process. I personally think that if something along these lines is the intended narrative, it brings the story full circle in a tragically satisfying way. The story of the original Help Wanted is brought to a close in Help Wanted 2, with other games giving more information and ways for the story to continue. But hey, if you believe something else, that's absolutely valid. With how vague implications and interpretations can be, I think allowing for a variety of ideas to be explored makes for the highest chances of eventually finding the right answer. But with all that said, if you enjoyed the video at all, please consider subscribing or sharing the video if you've thought any of...
I did subscribe, but I don't. I don't.
Just now.
I did. I've been subscribed forever. I've been subscribed for like half an hour. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yes. I'm good. I'm good in your book now. I'm good in your book. All right, moving on.
All right. Okay. Okay.
No, we are not watching.
Okay. So overall,
FNaF.
yes, like overall, what were your thoughts on the theory?
Well, it's pretty much my theory, so there's not really, this is just a coincidence that her and I came up with the same thing, because I did not know, I watched nobody talk about this theory. I thought it was something I genuinely came up with, and that might, well, I mean, I did come up with it. Doesn't mean I stole it from anybody, or they stole it from me. Nobody watched my theory video, so, like, of course they didn't steal it from me, but, like, her and I pretty much came up with the same conclusion, with all the hints that have been given. So, judging her theory would be like judging mine, and I don't like tooting my own horn too much, especially when I'm talking with other people, because, like, nobody's better than anyone else, so, like, yeah, that sort of thing. I don't know. This is kind of a weird approach to take, so I think I'm just gonna say IDS did a really good job, and I'm glad her and I came to the same conclusion. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
All right. Okay. Okay. So, game theory now, right?
Game theory, Matt Pat. There we go.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
I skipped a few bits because I was on a lunch break for work, and I wanted to finish this before clocking back in.
All right.
There once was a boy covered in scars. He was so ashamed of his scars, he refused to look in a mirror. This lasted for so long. He eventually forgot they were ever there. Years passed until one day, this boy would come to the edge of a dark forest. There he saw a rabbit. He followed the rabbit as it scampered through the woods. They went over logs and around trees until he was eventually led to a beautiful flower. The scar-faced boy, now a grown man, plucked the flower to give to his daughter, but upon touching it, she died, for the flower was poisonous, and the man returned to the forest to play.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to...
That actually would have been an amazing story if that actually happened. I'm not gonna pause for much because this is way longer, so we're just gonna
Game Theory,
let it play
a show
out.
that encourages you to be mask off. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to conclude the year of FNaF. With Tales from the Pizzaplex books releasing every 2 months, the Ruin DLC released back in July, and the FNaF movie happening in October,
That was
2023
amazing
really did
year.
feel like the classic days of FNaF all over again, where there was a new release happening every few months. And to end the year of FNaF on an insanely high note, Steelwall decided to pull one final trick out of the Scott Cawthon playbook. They released a second game within 6 months of Ruin. Completely unexpected, but very exciting sequel to FNaF VR, Help Wanted. And let me tell you, they couldn't have released a more perfect game at a more perfect time. Because at a moment of peak frustration with the fanbase, when Foxy, Stans, and Bonnie Bros had all collectively thrown up their hands in desperation, this game swooped in to deliver the answer.
By the way, this is something I didn't talk about too much. Pat does mention it in a separate video. Do you think that Bonnie and Freddy, because the Bonnie Bro reminded me of it, do you think Freddy and Bonnie are dating? I personally think not, because while it is a pretty quote-unquote happy message that was written on the poster, we do have to remember that Glimrock Freddy is a very wholesome, idiotic himbo, and I can totally imagine him saying something like that to someone who's just a friend, so I don't think it's that deep. People reading too much into this. I don't know. It feels weird to think about. It feels weird to think about, but I don't think it's anything more serious than they're just friends, and Glimrock Freddy's just a cheesy idiot. I think it's just how it is, because if you know Insecurity Breach, yeah, that's exactly what he's like. Do you agree?
Yeah, honestly. To be fair, yes, like about that whole thing, yeah, so I don't really like to, I don't really like to talk too much about that.
Yeah, good. It's just a gigantic mess. It's just, Right Toast is pushing this idea forward, and I'm like, bro, why are you pushing this idea forward so much? Just let it be. Let it be. Let it go. He's like, oh, Bonnie and Freddy plushie together next to a fire camp. Oh, they love each other. Oh, but then Glamrock Chica plushie is by herself on the other side. Nobody loves Chica. That's a blatant lie. Right, Toast? Shut up. Shut your ass up!
Desperately need
I mean, I don't know about that one.
constantly on the verge of crumbling into dust. This game was the cement filling in the crevices.
Which place do you work for? Walmart. How can fan ideas be more interesting than official work sometimes?
Catching up all the holes in the narrative.
Just can happen.
You see right there, the apostrophe's there. It matters.
Yeah,
for another
yeah.
couple of months. And I really do mean that. Not since FNaF 6 has there been a Freddy's game so determined to tie up loose ends and deliver answers to the lingering questions that have been piling up in the background. Basically, Help Wanted 2 single-handedly put a close on one major story arc, while also opening the door to another, a next generation. It's an ending and a beginning, all in one, depicting a cycle of violence that shows that you're never truly out of the woods when you're in the world of FNaF. In short, it's probably the single most important game release in the last 6 years for this franchise. So today, we're gonna solve this game together to see what it's trying to tell us and where it's pointing the series moving forward. So grab your Faz wrenches and get ready to step into madness, theorists. Today, finally, we're gonna see what lies behind the mask.
Oh
I
gosh!
don't know why anybody.
As a new employee,
One thing actually, yes, I don't know why no one has brought up like the whole code behind the Faz wrench thing. I don't know why no one has brought
after
that
that
up.
short intro, we're immediately thrust into a pizzeria hub world full of training minigames. All well.
Wait, what? A coin behind the Faz wrench? What? The code. Okay, I thought you said coin for a second.
No. Yes, like I'm wondering. Yes, like why hasn't anybody brought that up? That's kind of what I'm confused by.
Who are we playing as? Throughout the various
Because the resolution may not prove to be too interesting. Like, it being the same Faz wrench is not that important.
Characters all bring it up. Moon, Baby, even Mystic Hippo.
Yeah, but it's still like an interesting detail. I think you should like point it out at least.
Apparently not to these guys. I did the same thing.
Asking us, we should probably have ourselves an answer ready for him, right? Well, we get a solid idea of who we might be thanks to plenty of explicit clues that are sprinkled throughout the game. First and foremost, we know that we're a Faz technician. Midway through the game, you unlock a Faz wrench that allows you to access a secret back area of the pizzeria. In that back room, there's a glowing tower that should look familiar to anyone who played through the Ruin DLC earlier this year, an inhibitor. Back in that game, these devices stopped you from being able to remove your AR-enabled Vanny mask. But that's silly. Why would that matter here? It's not like we're wearing a mask. Or are we? Sure enough, deactivating the tower allows you to reach up and remove the AR mask that's been stuck to your face since you first booted up the game. Suddenly, you see that this entire time you've been inside of a derelict pizzeria, worn down, decayed. And this isn't just any ruined pizzeria, it's the FNaF 6 location, complete with a recharge station and a Freddy spaghetti hole front and center. Not only is this just a fantastic mid-game twist that completely recontextualizes everything that you thought you knew about this game world, but it also helps confirm who we are and why we're down here. You see, us having a Vanny mask, it's weird, right? Like, who are we? Why would we have something like this in our possession? Well, it has to do with our job.
Actually, one
In
thing,
Ruin, Helpy tells us
I kind of realized, right? Okay, yeah. So basically, yes, like it's like if Help Wanted 2 happens, yes, like right before Ruin, right? Yes, like during Ruin, yeah. So we see like the entrance to the to the pizza place location. Yes, so it's like completely blocked off. You have like rubble. Yeah. So like, how did Cassie's dad, yes, like end up there in the first place if it was like blocked off and stuff? That's
Well,
kind of what I'm wondering.
Well, no, because in this theory, he says that employees are meant to work on the Pizzaplex while it's in this ruined state, and all the employees are given a Vanny mask.
Yeah, but
It's
like
implied
Cassie
in this
also had the
video.
Vanny Master. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
she couldn't go through there, right? Yeah.
Cassie's dad is
Yeah,
just an employee. I think he ventured off a little farther than he intended to find the glitch trap virus for revenge. So
Yeah, I guess
that's you can easily explain that away with that.
that
Yeah.
these AR masks were worn to help technicians navigate through the destroyed Pizzaplex. Now, when I first saw that in the game, I was convinced that it was a trick just to get us to wear the mask and teach us the mechanics of this new game. But here we are in Help Wanted 2 in a destroyed Pizzaplex wearing a Vanny mask. And right there on the wall is a poster telling staff members to make sure they remove the mask at the end of the day. It proves that what Helpy was saying, at least in this moment, wasn't a trick. The mask is in fact a real tool that's used by Fazbear technicians, for as strange of a concept as that is. So we're a technician.
Yeah, it
for
is
right,
weird.
Sure, but that's not the only thing we know. Our next clue comes in the form of the Faz wrench. Midway through the game, you unlock this tool which allows you access to the back area of the pizzeria. Upon unlocking it, Mystic Hippo Carney Booth says that the key is familiar to us.
Look at Mr. Gumball.
So we know that we're someone who's used this tool in the past. Immediately, that should bring to mind one person, Cassie's dad. Earlier this year in the Security Breach Ruin DLC, we were introduced to a young girl named Cassie, who goes on a mission to rescue her friend Gregory from the destroyed remains of the derelict Pizzaplex. Along the way, she too obtains a Faz wrench and says this.
A Faz wrench? It's just like my dad's.
It's a pretty explicit connection there, and that's not all. In the Fazzer Blast arcade games and Help Wanted 2, we repeatedly hear the carny say this.
Now, you look like you got here. Win a prize for the little one.
So, we're a Faz Tech who also happens to be a parent. Cassie's dad is literally the only character we know who truly fits the bill. But so what? What's the big deal if we're playing as Cassie's dad? It's not all that interesting. And you heard what Moon said.
What makes you so special?
We're special in some way. And let me just make this perfectly clear. All dads are special, okay? They have very important roles in their kids' lives.
Shut up.
Months ago, I proposed
Moving on.
that Cassie's dad wasn't just any technician. His dad
This has
was
nothing to do with the
none
theory.
other than the Bonnie Bro
We know all dads are special. We get it.
FNaF 4.
Yeah.
The kid that
Yeah, we
wears
know.
the Bonnie mask who helps Michael torture his crying brother to death. We know from Ruin's item descriptions that Cassie's dad's favorite character was Bonnie. In that game, we were also
been
able to collect
tortured
both
to
an
death,
old
though. He
school
just
Foxy
died
and
because of the
Bonnie
bite.
mask, which was
He wasn't even
important
tortured
detail
to
when you
death.
consider that there were no other OG animatronic masks present
much.
like Freddy.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Chico,
these
that seem to be
masks, yeah.
referencing the masks that both Michael Afton and Bonnie Bro were wearing on that fateful day in 1983. Those details, coupled with a
Yes.
few other things, led us to the whole Bonnie Bro conclusion. But now that the full game's out, it certainly seems definitive that our theory was right. You see, towards the end of Help Wanted 2, we're given the chance to light fires next to the gravestones of some very familiar missing children. Light them in a specific order, and you unlock a secret chest. A chest that contains none other than that old Bonnie mask. When you collect it, we see the text, "This looks familiar." It also unlocks an achievement called Lost Luggage. This right here, this was our mask. It was one that we thought was lost to time. One worn during that horrific accident of 19...
I just don't know why they had to make it confusing and make it a FNaF 1 Bonnie head instead of the mask from Ruin that was literally right there. It would have not... It would have saved us some questions, but like, fair enough, whatever. It's fine. Scrap Trap and Spring Trap are the same character and they look completely different.
1983. Speaking of that date, in order to find the game's secret ending, we have to unlock 6 creepy voodoo doll plushies, each one hidden behind very explicit in-game actions. In one, you go to Sister Location's private room and type in a very specific date. I bet you can guess what it is. 1983. And that year just keeps coming up. Multiple minigames take place during Fall Fest, which, in the previous VR Games DLC, was specifically called out as being in 1983. That is why we're considered special, because we were part of that fateful day. Because by killing the crying child, we sent William on a murderous rampage. It's a memory that we, as Bonnie Bro, have tried to repress. And that's not just me speculating. We know that Bonnie Bro has been actively trying to avoid these memories based on Mystic Hippo asking us this.
Do you remember?
It's also why when we collect one of the first secret voodoo plushies, we get a trophy in-game whose description reads, "Retrieve a memory." Basically, by playing this game and getting these secret objects, we're forcing ourselves to confront memories that we've buried deep in our psyche. We're coming to terms with the trauma of our past. We're accepting it as something that happened that cannot be changed, only atoned for. Which then brings us to the game's endings. If you play through the game normally just by completing the various minigames Helpy tasks you with, you eventually unlock the 6 members of the Faz Force, the FNaF universe version of the Transformers, because let's face it, at this point, FNaF has literally parodied every IP known to mankind. Once you complete the collection, the lights flicker, and suddenly a charging
I hope they
station
continue to
appears,
do
which opens
that.
up to reveal the hand of our dear friend Glitch Trap. Another flash, and
Yeah.
suddenly the nightmare staff bots appear, attacking you. Glitch Trap has won. He's tricked us. He's used Cassie's dad's love of collectibles against him. Much like the tapes in Help Wanted 1, these action figures contained parts of him, his memories, his essence. By gathering them all together, we once again made Glitch Trap whole. With Princess...
Oh! Why? Ooh, they're not. It's not even. At least I would edit the Helpy to make it line up symmetry. That looks cursed.
Once again made Glitch Trap whole.
Like, oh my. Well, oh.
I don't know about that one.
I would have edited that, but like, yeah, I would have
What
made
am
it
I
look better.
looking at?
I just like,
What am
oh
I looking
gosh,
at?
oh yeah, a mouth just clips in with the snout. Oh gosh, and then
Yeah, no,
and the whisk and Helpy has the whiskers. Oh, get this out of my face.
With Princess Quest being
What am I
canon
looking
ending
at?
security
What
breach,
is
it means
this?
that Glitchtrap lost his hold over Vanessa. He needed himself a new helper, so he lured us in.
By the way, I don't know if you, I'm pretty sure you don't know this. In a really old like game theory video, bro literally uses a fan model of Nightmare Toy Bonnie as one of the transitions into his next scene.
Oh yeah. I know this. Yeah, I
As
watched
he
Phil's
was
stream.
remaining,
That's
he
why
got
I
us
know
to
this.
Put the pieces back together to reawaken him. The cycle.
Do you know who
once
Oof
again
Troop is?
repeats.
Yes, I
That's why
do.
we see him reaching out of the charging station.
Yep,
just
same.
Like during the burn trap ending, he has enough strength to reawaken, to take control, and it's only then that the staff bots show up to kill us. But things aren't quite done yet. After our death, we change perspective into the eyes of a staff bot. And not just any staff bot. Specifically, we're looking through the eyes of the one who tells Cassie to take a mask at the beginning of Security Breach Ruin.
Take a mask. Take a mask.
Take a
See
map.
that we've
Take a
been absorbed
mask.
into the system. Our consciousness is now part of this map bot. We're trapped inside of it, forced to execute its commands. In the ultimate of ironies, the mask that we were using to try and stop Glitchtrap becomes the mask that we now give our daughter as map bots. This is then what results in her getting that occipital implant. This is how Helpy gets into her mind, and this is eventually how the mimic gets free. To me, the way that you get this ending, it's highly symbolic. By not accepting our past, by ignoring and repressing the scars of our past actions, by not unlocking all those memory plushies, we've passed our mistakes forward. And in the process, we managed to doom our own daughter. Bonnie Bro didn't just ruin the life of one child, he wound up ruining two. Our actions have, in short, single-handedly prompted the events of ruin. But hold on, I just kind of glossed over a big detail there. We're attacked by a bunch of corrupted staff bots, and then suddenly we're in MapBot? How? It's kind of a big leap there. You know? Well, at first, I thought that we were just scanned into the system. The Mimic AI scanned our brains while we were wearing the Vanny mask, and boom, we're now stuck as part of the AI program running the whole Pizzaplex. But looking closer at the details, I think there's actually another explanation here. When you look at the map bot through the Vanny mask and Ruin, it looks different from all the other staff bots that you encounter in the game. It looks more organic. You can actually see what appears to be a
I
brain
never
with
noticed that until I
cells
watched
in
this
its head.
video.
Compare that to how every other staff bot looks under that same AR lens. And it's
I always
completely
thought that
different.
it kind
How
of
could that
looked
be,
weird,
though?
but yeah,
Well,
like,
it
I
appears
never
as though our
thought much
brain,
of it.
or at the very least our organic matter, was
At least, like,
stuck
until
inside
now.
of these robotic suits. It's part of what's powering this particular bot. But again, I ask, why? This seems to be such a random detail. Until you remember what a computer brain would be learning from studying Afton's behavior. Afton stuffs his victim.
So yeah, Fiznum had an argument where he said that the kids were not actually stuffed into the suits. This confirms it, because the AI copies what someone does, which meaning that William literally stuffed the kids into the suits.
One thing though, right? So I'm kind of confused about this. Yes, like in FNaF 2, right? Yeah, so there's a one mini game. Yeah, so where like the puppet actually stuffs them. Yes, like is that just retcon now, or like what exactly?
I don't think I don't think he stuffed them. I think the puppet I think it was meant to symbolize that she was just putting the souls in the characters. But it made it look like a vice versa. The puppet didn't actually stuff the kids in the suits. It was William that did it, but the puppet put their souls in there.
Okay.
I think it was just.
That's a bit.
It was just.
convoluted, but-
It was just shown in a. I think it was just shown in a weird way, which Scott's very cryptic, so you have to consider that.
Victims into animatronic suits.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
he
that's true.
did during the missing children's incident. It's what we see Glitchtrap doing at the end of Help Wanted 1, and apparently it's what he did to Bonnie Bro. He stuffed him into MapBot.
Take the
So,
L,
there's
Phil!
Confusion about the true nature of Glitchtrap. Is it a virus? Is it Afton in the Mimic AI? Was Burntrap the Mimic? It's largely been left unclear. But now I actually think this ending is trying
Burntrap
to give us
was
an
the
answer.
Mimic,
In
but
the books,
anyways.
they make it explicitly clear that there are at least 2 mimics threatening the Pizzaplex. First, there's a physical mimic that's buried down in the basement.
We know
He
this.
walks around and is able to kill people. Then there's the second version.
Well,
a more
not everyone
general AI
does.
program that's eventually able to install
Basically
the
everyone,
entirety of the
not
Pizzaplex and is
not
able
the
to
people who don't
control
read the books.
all the animatronics that work there. Is
Yeah.
this confusing? Yeah. Is it frustrating? Most definitely. But I also now see what they were going for with the storyline. Remember how an AI works? You train it by feeding it situational data, and the data that goes in directly influences how it's going to behave moving forward. There's even an example of this with the Endo Daycare minigame in Help Wanted 2. You're teaching an AI program how to behave. Good data going in gives you good behavior. Bad data going in gives you chaotic behavior. In the books, we see the basement AI being trained up with a simple code. Rip off all the arms and legs of things that look humanoid. And it does this over and over again, in epilogue after epilogue to each and every one of our teenage protagonists. The data that the basement AI was trained up on was simple and it was non-specific, but like a good program, it did exactly what it was told. Ripped off all those limbs. Now compare that to the Pizzaplex AI.
This was the only time in the FNaF books where when a character is described doing something, I was actually, like, scared reading it. I was actually, like, I felt a feeling of dread reading what the Mimic did to those people, the teenagers and all that. That's why I love him so much. He's the only character in the books that actually disturbed me for the actions of what he did. Regardless of having an individual thought or not, he's such an interesting character. He's so cool.
Whenever the Mimic is about to do something, you always go, oh shit, shit's about to go down.
Pretty much.
It learned a wider series of gestures and behaviors. It learned how to play games and hang up clothing. It was far more sophisticated. So by having two different versions of the Mimic in the books, what we're really seeing are different ways that an AI can be trained up and how the behavior spins off of that. So how's that all apply to the games? Well, in Ruin, there's a key moment on the catwalks of Monty Gator Golf that shows
By the way, how much longer? How much more of the videos left?
Argue against each other.
Because I kind of need to go after this one. I still do need to wake up tomorrow.
All right. Well, there's 10 minutes left of the video, and I'm just gonna end the stream, and then I wanna compare our stuff in Legends before like getting off the call and all that.
Okay. I can do that. For 5 minutes.
Cut from the same cloth. They both started as the Mimic program, but they've evolved in different ways. And based on all of that, I suspect that the Mimic Cassie runs from at the end of Ruin is a parallel for the book's basement AI. A simple system that uses Gregory's voice to talk to us throughout Ruin.
Use the word. Use the word.
Book. Use book. Skip the video and drink.
The Pizzaplex AI. I suspect that this is the more sophisticated system.
No, not that word. He said parallel.
Oh, parallel. Okay.
He said that the Mimic was a parallel to the one from the books. The Mimic parallels itself, apparently. I'm confused.
Me too, but we're not going to talk about it.
Is drawing from pretty much every past animatronic, including characters like
this is something interesting that ties in Glitchtrap with Helpy.
They're characters that were never put on display for the public. These were characters that only existed for the fake pizzeria made to entrap Afton in FNaF 6. So the fact that the system here knows about them means that they had to have come from Afton's mind. It's also why in the Helpy Hospital minigames, we see a kid's drawing of a burning pizza restaurant with Helpy running away. That's how Afton was able to escape and live on. His consciousness was contained within the Helpy AI, which was able to survive the FNaF 6 fire. And remind me again, who's the one that encourages us to play these minigames throughout Help Wanted 2? The minigames that lead to the collection of the Faz Force toys, which ultimately give us the bad ending. Oh yeah.
Yeah, accept a gift. Don't be rude. It's literally him telling you to open the gift. Put me back together.
Helpy. And not just any Helpy either. Helpy spelled with an I. That spelling detail actually matters. You see, the name of the physical animatronic Helpy, it's spelled H-E-L-P-Y. But in Ruin, that digital neural implant Helpy is spelled H-E-L-P-I. And wouldn't you know it, in the game files for Help Wanted 2, the Helpy on the projector screen is once again spelled with an I. This is Glitchtrap, the Mimic program trained up on Afton's data. He's yet again trying to put the pieces back together, and by completing his tasks and unlocking the Faz Force, you help him to succeed. He's now back in full control of the Pizzaplex, ready for Ruin, ready to create a new servant in Cassie to finish what Vanessa started. But if I've learned anything from Steel Wool, it's that you can't always trust the first ending you see. Remember that creepy plushie that we unlocked earlier? Well, there are 6 of them in total, each one unlocked via a seemingly random series of actions. Put a code into the whack-a-mole game backwards. Make a weird soda mixture only during a complete electrical shutdown of the factory. Shoot a random rocket ship during various Phaser Blast minigames until you get to FNaF 2, at which point you pop balloon recreations of the animatronics to unlock a final boss battle against a cutout of Springtrap. Like I said, these get bizarre and they get convoluted in a hurry. But the main thing you need to know about them is that by collecting them, you unlock a glitched coin that allows you to play the 4th and final version of Princess Quest's arcade cabinet. At first, it plays just like your normal Princess Quest minigame. You swing your sword, you kill the glitchy bunnies, you collect the keys. Simple. At least until it's not. You open a door and you suddenly find yourself standing next to someone playing an arcade cabinet. Next thing you know, the princess is standing there in the room with you.
Are you kidding me? Oh, this is nuts.
The real world and the digital world are leaking into each other. Reach into the screen, grab your sword, and suddenly you are the princess.
Who's the princess now?
We fight our way through the glitchy bunnies until
I love Matt Pat.
Matt
We give him
Pat
our
swearing,
Baymask, but in
that's not-
return, he gives
that's not
us
the
Glitch
usual.
Trap plushie from Help Wanted 1. And this is where things go really off the rails. Out of nowhere, the sister location elevator appears. Hop in, and suddenly it takes us inside of a giant claw machine with a giant Vanny staring in at us. We offer up the Glitch Trap plushie, revealing the true Glitch Trap. She crushes him and then fades into darkness. Doing so unlocks a trophy named Consequences. The description reads, System threats found, repair complete. So, what was all that? Well, actually it seems pretty explicit. Glitch Trap was the system threat. By crushing him, he's been deleted, and the wider AI system's been repaired. We won! Except, is that possible? Didn't I just say that the other ending showed us the start of ruin? For that game to exist, which we know it does, Glitch Trap has to survive here. So is this secret ending not canon then? Just a cool reveal with no substance? No, actually, I don't believe so. For the first time ever in this franchise's history, I, Matt Pat, believe that both endings are canon. Let me explain. I do think that we're destroying Glitch Trap in the Vanny ending, but I'm not exactly sure it's a system-wide removal. Instead, I suspect that this ending is specifically about Vanessa herself. We've known since the original Help Wanted that Vanessa, Glitch Trap, and Princess Quest have all been inextricably connected. For those of you who don't remember, the Princess Quest minigame originated back in the 2D version of Help Wanted, where they needed a game to replace the original mechanic of piecing together the missing 16 tapes from Tape Girl. Here, we watch as Vanessa, the princess, falls victim to Glitch Trap. In Security Breach, you beat Princess Quest 3, which shows Glitch Trap being defeated and Vanessa walking out of the Pizzaplex freed, leaving the Vanny mask behind. So the fact that we're now playing Princess Quest again tells me that we're not fighting to remove Glitch Trap from the Pizzaplex system. Instead, we're yet again fighting specifically.
What are you waiting for? Try Little Caesar's stuff.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There's pizza right on the screen.
Yes.
And then Family Guy. Hey, Lois, I'm in Fortnite now. Did you hear?
Vanessa. These games have always been about Vanessa and Glitch Trap. I wouldn't expect 4 to deviate from that pattern. Even my old buddy Candy Cadet's trying to tell us that this game is about finishing Vanessa's story. Throughout Help Wanted 2, you collect coins that can then be traded to Candy Cadet for pieces of the story. His second one tells about a young woman that's
Contradiction.
by a friendly voice, only for it to have been a witch that tries to eat her.
Now let me tell you a story about a young woman who, when she was little, was led
Any FNAF tuber swears. Cancel them now. No, that's lame.
She manages to escape, but she's permanently scarred in the process. When she's older, she returns and is met by a young boy who offers to help.
when she had
No. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this. No.
This is
No,
Vanessa's
hold on.
cut and dry. She was
Let's hear him out.
No. I've heard him out already when watching this video initially.
lured in by what she thought was a friendly
No.
Let's see what he has to
boy,
say. Let's see what he has to
gather the
say.
tapes to stop Glitch
We
Trap.
both already watched it.
Fair enough.
No.
For Glitch Trap to then take
Fair
control.
enough.
Save us some time.
Vanessa
All
is
right.
permanently scarred by this. She has the Glitch Trap virus inside of her. It's not in full control, but it's definitely there, which is what we hear about in the emails from FNAF.
As soon as I heard Gregory, I'm like, nope.
AR
Nope.
retro CDs from Security Breach.
I compartmentalized him. He's locked away.
She had compartmentalized him. He wasn't in full control, at least not yet. She then comes back to try to kill Glitch Trap herself, but runs into a young boy who seems like he's gonna help her, only to lure her deeper under Glitch. Gregory. Thanks to his retro
GGY.
CDs, we know that he
Okay.
was meeting a person in a bunny costume.
You're talking to someone or something. It's hard to tell. What are those things? They almost look like rabbit ears.
Gregory is a villain. It remains. Vanessa is back to being more
As soon as I heard that sentence, I'm like, nope. Going forward.
We
Nope.
also get lines like,
I'm gonna sit
"Memories
this one
are
out."
free. Use the token. Bring him to me. Referencing the memory plushies that we're collecting, the glitched Princess
Alright,
Quest token.
back to
then
normal.
being told to bring the plushie to her so that she can crush it
For
herself
now.
once and for all. Destroying Glitch
No.
Trap inside of her mind allows
Stop
that
it.
other persona Vanny to finally fade into darkness. Vanessa is truly free. And we know this to be true because after this ending, when you go back to the main hub screen, Helpy's gone, replaced by a boy claiming that the Fazbear pizza tastes like real cheese. Delicious for him, but even tastier is the fact that Helpy's been purged. Glitch Trap is gone.
Oh
At least
gosh.
he's gone
Glitch
from
Trap's got
this
2 pairs of
version
ears.
program. And you see, this is what I meant about endings and beginnings. This to me feels like a very specific end, the end of Vanessa's story. And with it, the end of this current era of FNAF, from Help Wanted 1 to Help Wanted 2. Let's call it the Vanessa arc. She's no longer a part of this story. Her battle's over. We saved her completely. But in closing out her story, the cycle also repeats. Yet again, we have ourselves an innocent girl, this time named Cassie, being lured in by a seemingly friendly voice, Gregory. But in reality, it's all a trap. Thanks to that occipital implant, she now has Helpy as a part of her mind, just like Vanessa did with Glitch Trap. And now she's wearing the mask more and more frequently, again like Vanny. In short, it's been passed on. Cassie is just Vanessa 2.0. Gone is the era of Vanessa and Glitch Trap. Long live Cassie and the Mimic AI. At this point, the only question is, what's it truly gonna take to break this cycle once and for all?
Yeah, this is something. Okay, do you think that, like, the Mimic and Glitch Trap are separate characters? Or the Mimic is just a vessel Glitch Trap can use sometimes to do that, then?
I think they're, like, separate entities.
Because the Mimic...
Yes, no. Yeah.
The Mimic was a separate animatronic a long time ago, but the Mimic has been heavily influenced by Glitch Trap recently because his AI got multiplied into 2, and then that one copied Glitch Trap, copied William Afton, became Glitch Trap. And, you know, the Mimic, I thought that the Mimic and Glitch Trap arguing with each other was a pretty nice little bit there. I thought it was pretty funny. Get ready, cause this honk's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Honk you, Matt Patty. I don't even know what that means, but okay.
For all. But hey, I'm gonna continue digging for deeper lore.
Okay, we got this. Okay, it's just promotion now. So yeah, that's
it.
All that we got here. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. We broke the game down. We did some theorizing. We did everything as good as we could make it. I thought this was really cool. I thought this was really nice. So just want to say thank you so much for showing up here. You're a good friend. You're a good pal.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
All right. But everybody who's watching, I'll see you all next time. It's gonna be like I'm gonna stop streaming for a bit, but I'll be back next week. All right. Take care.